Maybe. Yeah, I think we got things going. There we go. Still no intro video, for reasons. I just ran out of time this week. The, Skyscale Eggs video killed me, so. This is what I had time for. I did, catch up a little bit on the engineer, though. So that's good. About 75, only 5 more levels to go on this character. Gaming Dragon is always first. Hello. Welcome. Oh. Hopefully it's appearing on both Twitch and YouTube, otherwise I'm gonna have to stop the stream to figure that out. If anybody's watching on Twitch, just let me know, you know? It says 0 people are watching, even though gaming's commenting. Gaming Dragon. Hopefully. Let me, let me check it and make sure. There might be some double audio here in a second. I do apologize. I just want to make sure things are actually running. Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm appearing on Twitch. I just wanted to make sure that was indeed happening. I'll give people a chance to get on here and get in the party real quick, and then we'll get started. I think I'm about on par with the enemies here. Yeah, so we should be good. Probably still a little under geared, but much better than the last time we tried to do this. I just saw today that apparently PvP and World vs. World are supposed to get some new armor sets. They're in development anyway. I don't know how long ago or like how long that's gonna take, but going to do the Skyscale stuff this weekend. Thanks for the vids. Yeah, I wish I had more vids for you. That was kind of the game plan, was to get a lot more of these out by now. For some reason, I had to make routes and only use those the you know, regular Path of Fire mounts, and that just took a lot more time than it needed to. Got some guilds spamming in this map. All right, we got 2 people. See. We could start heading out into the map. I want to start playing. I want to try and get those last 5 levels if I can. I did change my build up a little bit. Easton's over here. Hello. I'm gonna grab this banner though. Thank you. Alright. Yeah. I probably don't have good gathering tools, but we're gonna go ahead and try and get some of the bonus gathering experience. Also, I'm probably gonna need to make some weapons and stuff once I do hit 80. Still not entirely sure what I'm gonna do with this character once we hit that mark, but yeah, we're good. We're plenty good. Much better, yes. Okay, I like that. That's fine. See, I actually stopped playing Engineer last time because it was all spamming bombs and grenades, but I'm kind of like it. I don't know. Again, I'm just gonna have to see what the elite specs are like. Oh, see, but I'm still too stupid. It's the problem. Try and find some events. Might just want to head to that event, honestly. If possible, can you tell me how I could turn off story mode so that I could do map complete? Turn off story mode? You mean like hide your personal story? There are no hearts out here. Why am I resin? Just spam some grenades. Maybe just put the big bomb. Oh, the big bomb.
Refreshing. I feel energized.
Yeah, the personal story. I thought that there was like a patch that added something. I'm actually using Guild Wars 2. Was it Guild Wars 2 hook? I don't think it's Guild Wars 2 hook. I think it's Arc DPS actually has like an extras. I've never actually covered this. I probably should. There's an extra little tidbit add-on that you can do that will disable all that kind of stuff. But trying to remember. Oh god. I should disable camera shake while I'm here. This is not a good time for this. I'm trying to remember exactly where it was. See, mine disappears in a way that yours probably won't regardless. I'm gonna have to take care of this stuff here real quick. Ooh. Hit the Windows key. Ooh. Well, I tried to save you. It was all for naught. Nothing but vets. Oh! There we go. Let's try doing the engineer thing and throwing down some freaking turrets, huh? Alright, you know what? Big bomb, big bomb. I love that thing. I've like messed with some of my targeting settings, so bear with me here. Let me get it into the circle. Get some heals from that, please. Pretty please. Nope. Maybe we should have waited for everybody to get here, eh? Make a video when free, we'll watch it later. Yeah, I could definitely just cover that. Wow, just delete it. Okay. I'm just gonna go back to the waypoint and run back over. Don't try to res me. Let me repair. Yeah, it like I was trying to say, for me, it's an Arc DPS extras add-on that allows me to disable so much of the story over here, but there is an option to disable the story. Hate the charge of that big thing in the knockback. Yeah, there's tons of that. Tons of big abominations that just want to knock you down over and over again. And I can't even, like, speed back with mounts. Oh. Not to get the buffs for the sky scale, so I'll be back. Oh, okay. Sure. Definitely get some progress on the sky scale if you can. I understand completely. I'm so far behind on getting my own sky scale in favor of some videos on getting the sky scale. So I feel ya. I think it'll be fun having the sky scale once it's all said and done. And it does seem to be a prerequisite for the new legendary trinket. That was another video that I wanted to make this week. I was gonna try and cover the patch. There were some pretty interesting things in there. Maybe I should have been rezzing just for the bodies. At least I got a little bit to knock him back. Should play classic WoW? Why? Do tell. I mean, I might do it for like a single video. I don't think that's anything I'll be doing permanently. I kind of already had my classic WoW experience back in the day, so...
Looks like they finally run out of bodies.
Thank the gods.
Because it'll
I'm
be...
exhausted.
Okay,
Rest
well,
for a
with
while,
logic
then.
like that, no,
You'll
I'm
need
just
all
kidding.
your strength when they come back.
I mean, there's probably something to be said. I know I'm always thoroughly interested when there's a video that goes up about somebody from WoW who plays Guild Wars, so maybe I should, but, I don't even know how much all that costs. Like, is WoW Classic free? I haven't looked into it hardly at all. Yes. Let's get out into the map. Included in normal sub, so I would have to sub in order to play. That's kind of a deal breaker right there. Now that's not to say that I won't play sub games. I definitely think that there's something to be said about games that have a subscription. I'm just not gonna play, you know, WoW and pay $15 for it. Maybe once for like a video just to see how far I could get or something, or see if there's something missing from more modern MMOs like Guild Wars 2 that was there in the WoW Classic days, which there most certainly was. I can say that much already, but I don't know. Could be fun. Ooh. Did I get there? One-handed sword. Thank you very much. One-handed sword. A sword. Sorry, I've been playing some different games, so now I'm getting confused about things. Wow, last weekend I played some different games. Getting closer to 80, what will Flare do? That is a fantastic question. I guess you'll have to wait for the Q&A video, because Dark Wolf asked that question. The Q&A video is like half done right now, guys. That's what I spent yesterday on, and I'm trying to get it out before the end of the week. So I am sorry if you asked some questions a while ago. And it's been like a month. Most of you guys have probably already asked them on stream. But yeah. I really didn't expect that Skyscale collection to be what it was. Looking forward to the answers. Hopefully. Oh, I don't have that good crafting or gathering tools, unfortunately. Grab this waypoint over here. Have you checked out the Ashes of Creation? I think I looked into that. I don't know. Every time I look at a new MMO, I don't know. There's always something that keeps me from playing it for some reason. Like even really checking it out. Maybe I should look more into Ashes of Creation. I have heard about it. I know that it's like kind of a big deal. People talk about it, but the only thing that I'm I'm really curious about is Lost Ark, and it's looking like at least another year before that becomes a thing in the West anyway. So I actually remember you saying something about Ashes of Creation. I looked at it that night and then we didn't talk about it again until now, and I can't remember, so I do apologize, but that said, if I can find another MMO, or maybe just another game that I truly don't despise, maybe we'll branch out on the channel, or maybe just for streams. I don't know. I'm still not entirely sold that people will keep watching any of my YouTube videos if I started covering anything other than Guild Wars, so we'll have to see that play out first, but... I do like this other build more than the, I think it was like an elixir spam build that I was running before. Just going on meta battle and seeing what kinds of things people are running, because I don't know engineer. You want to make who in Guild Wars 2? I'm not sure I'm familiar with that character. Said Ashes of Creation game system and class similar to Log Horizon anime. I do remember you saying that. I do remember looking into it. There are actually a couple of MMOs I've been looking at. Admittedly, whenever I want to see a new MMO, I just watch Lazy Peon. Probably a couple of other channels, but Lazy Peon mostly.
Glory rising.
I like his commentary, and we usually agree on games. Well, dang. You know, it'd be nice if I could turn in one of the hammers, because I left all those other ones there. Yeah, right now, Lost Ark is probably the most appealing game for a second game I would consider playing in tandem, but I don't know if I have the heart to not be able to play a second game. I already barely get to play Guild Wars 2 with the videos and all that. Give me the hammer. Let me get one in at least. I want to get this event XP, please.
We don't have all day.
Woohoo. Alright. Paid promotion of another channel. Yeah, I do that from time to time. I mean, he covered Guild Wars 2 a few times. That's kind of how I discovered him. I think a while back when I was not playing Guild Wars 2, I was looking for another MMO to play. I initially kind of discovered that channel, and I was like, oh, cool. And then he did a video on Guild Wars 2, like the first one, and I hated him. I did not agree with half of what he had to say, and it seemed like he, you know, played the game for like a week and then made a video giving some pretty definitive things, definitive thoughts on the game and what its strengths and weaknesses were, which I imagine is just the YouTube grind, right? But then he actually made a video saying that the game wasn't half bad. And he was starting to enjoy it, but now I see him playing other stuff, so guess it didn't stick. Kate is streaming right now. Who wants into the party? Nice, thank you. I appreciate that. What is Dauntless? You ever play Monster Hunter? It's free to play Monster Hunter. I actually checked that game out when it was in early alpha with some friends. It seemed pretty cool. Personally, I think Monster Hunter is a really fun game. I don't really agree with the overall gameplay of it, though, where you're just constantly farming the same monsters. Like, I like boss fights, but after a while, it's like, okay, do we really need to kill this thing again to get this next piece of armor? Over and over and over, hoping for an RNG drop. But I'm a hypocrite, because if it was a dungeon, right? If it was a bunch of ads and some mechanics, and it was still that same RNG chance, I would do it over and over again. But if it's just like, I don't know, hunting a monster, maybe fighting another one while you're out there. Like when Monster Hunter World came out, I actually kind of got really into it there for a second, but it's not a game I would recommend playing with randoms necessarily. Oh, I see you. I see you over here sneaking about. This waypoint. Yeah, it's a grind. I mean, it's not like I didn't have fun. I really enjoy the combat. I really enjoy the combo system. The graphics are beautiful. Dauntless is just to bring this up, just so you know. Yeah, I mean, you learn the patterns, but especially once you learn the patterns, it just becomes even more boring to me. That's just my opinion. But Dauntless sort of looks like the creators of Fortnite tried to make Monster Hunter. The graphics are much more simplistic. It's not quite as detailed. I'd say it looks better than Fortnite. Fortnite has some pretty basic models. So, fairly new to the streams. You're going to play a new character once this is done. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to decide. Ultimately, I'm not really sure what I want to do. This whole free-to-play thing was supposed to just be one stream originally, but it kind of turned into something else because so many people wanted to come in and play and talk and stuff. So now that we're 76, I'm not sure. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. I wouldn't mind playing, like, if people wanted to play PvP, or if people wanted to clear Fractals and dungeons on my main account, that would be cool. I don't know that I'll be leveling another character to 80, though, on a free-to-play account. I don't think that it's, like, the worst experience ever. Aw, dang. But I'm not exactly signing up to do it again when I already have a paid account with everything unlocked, you know what I mean? So I'd definitely be down to do some team content with you guys, though. You want to do, like, Fractals or something? And if we could get a ton of people together, I'd love to struggle through raids. That sounds great. One of the main reasons I haven't done the unthinkable and just paid for a raid or something like that, outside of, like, that's not how I like to play games, is because I don't necessarily just want to watch someone's guide on raids. I'd prefer to just kind of beat my head against it until I can figure it out the good old-fashioned way. That's the more fun way to do it. But it's hard to find a group of people willing to do that. Everybody likes the speed clears. Miss those fast and flying mounts, eh? Yeah, you're right. The the roller beetle is real nice. The griffin especially. I've taken the griffin for granted. Now the real thing that I'm curious about is, once I get the sky scale unlocked, will I use the griffin or will I use the sky scale, or will it be pretty much like everything else and just very situational? Get out of here with your inquest turrets. Probably change my underwater utility skills, but this plays off my traits well enough. Yeah, getting enough for a good group to raid might be fun. You will use the griffin? Aw, man, come on, don't tell me that. There's so much, like, as someone who already has the griffin and who has only done the very, I would say I'm about halfway to the sky scale. I would rather unlock the griffin like 4 times than do the rest of this. I haven't even done it, and I know what it is, and I'm not, I don't know. A lot of jumping puzzles and world bosses. So much of the collection is just running around and collecting stuff, and you do that for the griffin, but some of them are tied. There's like a lot more events involved. And yes, it costs 250 gold, but I personally don't think it's like a crazy amount of gold. And it's not like they ask you for 250 gold all at once. They ask you for, I want to say 25 gold at each heart vendor. So just, you know, make it a goal. Okay, cool, I'm going to buy the next item for 25 gold at this heart vendor, and then I'm just going to play the game normally until I have another 25 gold. Like, everybody just goes 250 gold and they give up on it. Trust me, I see it in the comments a lot. Who wants to go for this? This is pay to win. These days, it's impossible to avoid 12-year-olds talking about Fortnite. You trying to call me a 12-year-old, man? What's that supposed to mean? Now I'm gonna give it so much trouble. I have both. I read the sky scale even when it's not optimal, surely because it caused me so much trouble. Now you're just gonna inconvenience the sky scale by summoning it from its Guild Wars 2 Pokeball and forcing it to carry around. Guess that's fair. At least it's part of the legendary. That's what I keep telling myself, is like, I haven't looked into what all goes into getting the rest of the legendary trinket that just came out. I looked into it a little bit. More collections, surprise, surprise, but I don't think it's like unbearable. Get out of here. Targeting this guy way over here. I mean, yes, we got someone, I'm poor, so it was kind of hard to get the 250 gold. I'm not saying it's like necessarily easy, but I mean, I don't know, I feel like people in games just want to have the things and they want to have them now, and they're not really interested in playing, and we're setting goals for a period of time. That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, 250 gold isn't something that everyone has, but you can earn 250 gold over a period of time. But people just go, 250 gold? No. I say 250 gold? Cool. I'll turn it into part of my daily or something, you know? Thanks to Wooden Potatoes. Currently watching them on... Oh, wait, I missed the first part. Hey, people, doing dungeons fast. I mean, when I first go in the dungeon, they're like, skip the story, run, run, run. I completed several dungeons, and I don't know any story. Yeah, I mean, especially when Fractals were new, or even before Fractals, that was all players wanted to do. That was 100% of how that all played out. You would get in the dungeon, the cutscene would start, people would be like, ugh, how dare you inconvenience my life with this cutscene? I'm like, dude... If people want to hear the story again, or they want to hear it for the first time, just chill. It's like not that long. Yeah, Wooden Potatoes Let's Plays is basically why I never ended up doing my Guild Wars 2 Let's Play. Like, I did that Living World episode, but I feel like he's kind of already doing that thing, so I don't want to encroach too much. I already feel bad when he makes a video on, you know, like news or something. And then I basically cover the same stuff, just because I want to make sure as many people as possible know about the changes, or my thoughts on the changes, but maybe I should just leave some of that stuff up to other YouTubers and focus more on other things. I don't know.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Honestly, that's one of my... I would say out of all the things I do for YouTube, that's probably one of my favorite things, is... just covering updates and stuff, getting pumped about stuff that's up and coming. So I don't know if I could necessarily stop doing that anyway. Or doing the trailer reaction breakdown style videos. Those are pretty cool as well. Just because it's like, who knows what's coming? Can we guess at what it'll be? But, arguably, yeah. I mean, he does way more thorough breakdowns. He knows way more about the lore. I'm probably like the worst person to talk to about Guild Wars 2 lore. I know the basics, and that's kind of it. Is there a point unlocking the Griffin when I just unlocked? If you've unlocked the Sky Scale and you haven't unlocked the Griffin, I would recommend considering it. Maybe. Mostly because the Sky Scale does fly, but it's real slow. As someone who's been using the Sky Scales in Dragonfall to help with people who maybe don't have some of the masteries or some of the other mounts, it's okay. It definitely gets you around. It's probably better if you just want to like explore a map or something. But if you're trying to do like, well, I don't know, if you're doing like map completion, I think maybe the Griffin's probably better, right? I don't have it yet, so it's hard for me to give you like an informed opinion on that. I personally think I'll unlock the Sky Scale, and I'll probably only use it for select situations. Like, I don't part around maps on the Springer. I only use it when I need to get up somewhere high. So it'll probably be like that for me. Because the Griffin is essentially the roller beetle of the sky, and that's awesome. Why would I not choose that? Just because I'm sick of you. Can you blind turrets, please? Let me just throw these grenades and read chat. I like when multiple YouTubers do videos on updates and trailer videos just to hear different perspectives and views from each person. Usually get something out of each video. Well, hey, I appreciate that. When you're just making the videos, it's kind of hard to tell how everybody perceives them or what they're into. All I can really do is look at view counts, which isn't necessary, or like likes. I never really tell anybody to like my videos. I figure if you like it enough to give me the thumbs up, then I'm probably doing something okay. How is Detective Pikachu? You guys are always talking about Detective Pikachu, I swear. I still haven't seen it, guys. Sorry. I feel at this point, like by the time I actually see that movie, the meme will be so real that I'll have no choice but to just upload this Detective Pikachu movie review that no one asked for, right? For like the 3 of you on stream who always talk about it. Got a hero challenge over here we can do. What? You still haven't seen it? Yeah, guys. Like, I typically see movies with people, namely my girlfriend. She saw that movie with her family. So, I mean, I don't know who to see the movie with now. I probably just, like we were talking about before, I'll probably just find a less than reputable source online and binge it out one night. It was time for movies. There's videos to be made and sky skills to unlock, you know? Found a pic yesterday where Pikachu uses Chidori. Alrighty. Alright, spirit worm. She's not a traitor. She asked me if it was okay. She knew that was something I was at least thinking about seeing, and I even told her, you know, I'm not sure if this is something I necessarily need to see in theaters. But then you guys kept talking about it, and now I feel like I should have just saw it, so. At least then we could have had a spoilery stream about Detective Pikachu instead of Tate spoiling all the Guild Wars 2 stuff. Jeez. Ooh, underwater combat. Lifetime survivor. I forget how cool and unique Ore is as a core area of the game. Hopefully it becomes more populated during the meta event rush. Yeah, I'm hoping that meta event rush is going to bring in some people to check out some parts of the game that they either forgot about or have ignored. Because I imagine there's a fair few players, and I just base this off of friends that will pop in and play with me every now and again. You know, they just start playing Path of Fire. They don't really look at any of this stuff. So, hopefully they'll get to come back and appreciate it. As far as I can tell, though, the only thing that meta event rush has is the bonus box of goods, right? That's it. It's just more of the bonus box of goods. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that doesn't sound incredibly appealing. I opened my few that I was able to farm, and oh boy. That event rush has cumulative rewards that are awesome. Oh, that's right. There is some. That's the community rewards they were talking about. I didn't look at what the. Did they list the rewards? Guys, most of the time when the patch notes come, I have like 5-10 minutes I can read at work, and then I gotta get back. So. And then I come home and I should look at the patch notes, but I'm back to making a video, so. Like guild banners? Okay, okay. I'm gonna look into the patch, because I know it'll be late, but maybe I'll still cover that. Maybe I'll do a little bit of work on the Sky Skill video this weekend, and then Monday I'll make something covering that. Once I've had enough time to really take it in and think about what those changes are and what they'll be going forward. I am curious about what some of these other week-long events are going to be like. Kind of reminds me of, they were real simple in Guild Wars 1, but just like double XP for certain factions and stuff. That would get me back in the game for sure. Especially if there was like a new game coming out, I'd come right back to Guild Wars just for that double XP for, you know, Kurzix or whatever it was, so. Oh god. See some things, but we're gonna avoid those for now. Here I was thinking you'd be playing a Necro, an ESO, or checking out Shadowbringer in FF14. Nice to see you're doing Guild Wars, your Guild Wars 2 thing commentate. Still is Popatate still a thing? Yeah, it's still a freaking thing. Oh my god. Thanks for keeping it alive. Appreciate it. Yeah, a few people in chat have doing it last stream made me smile. Great. Although I'm sad the rewards for these events aren't as good, the best thing to me is about how many people you see running around. The game feels more populated, even if the rewards aren't good. Yeah, I mean, you really can't complain about that. That's, I mean, even the meta event, or not the meta event, the World Boss Rush brought in a ton of people. I was so surprised to see all those people playing again. The problem is, like with most things, as soon as those events end, so do the players. They just go away. Because there's not a carrot any longer. I like what they're doing with these events, but I do kind of wish that they would just focus on making the game as a whole more like those events. But hey, that's just one guy's opinion. Will you stop calling me Tate Daddy? God, Mom and Daddy, get out of here, man. I'm done with you guys. This is the last stream ever. We're hitting 80, and I'm deleting the stream because you guys keep calling me Papa Tate. We're done with it. Also, I have no idea what we're doing. Started talking to you guys, and now I'm just in this underwater combat loop. So how about we break out of that after we get this waypoint? I think I can get in this way. Yes? Don't be like that, Daddy Tate. Greet anytime you see a zone. Most zones, be active player-wise, makes the game feel more alive. Be it 1 or 6 years in. Yeah. Golden Carrot, and the Farming Mule. Dominatrix Tate. All right, well that's something I could get behind. You know, I don't hate that one so much. I know it's another hypocritical statement from your boy Tate over here, but cool, let me get the big bombs. So now my explosions put Vuln on everybody, and it just, I think that's ultimately what I'm liking more about it. So to get in here, do you go underneath? I can't remember, guys. I can't remember. It's been so long since I've been to all these Orion maps. Let me sneak down here, maybe? Like a little opening, maybe? Mayhaps? Oh, yeah. There we go. Closing in on 9K people, woot. Remember I said the beard goes by 50K subs. Yeah, we'll see if I'm even still on YouTube when I hit 50K subs. That's based on my current trajectory. I think I'll be an older gentleman by the time that happens. I'm already kind of an older gentleman, so. Don't plan on seeing this clean-shaven face. Although it has gotten hotter and I am thinking about trimming the thing, so. Yeah, I'm here to make sure about it. People are real dedicated to these arbitrary goals I set for myself. And to calling me Papa Tate. Papa bless. Papa bless you. Still remember the first year Guild Wars 2 Ore was insane. Everyone running around doing bosses. Yeah, eating the Om Nom berry bars. I remember that. I played super hard for like the first year, and then I just kind of, I just fell off for there for a while. Came in, logged in for most of the Living World Season 1, but I mean, I barely remember it now. I liked how they improved Path of Fire metas and rewards in preparation for the event, because like you said, it's a change to the overall game that will stay, and not just for 1 week. I do agree. I kind of wanted them to maybe do the World Boss Rush with a bit of an update to 1 or 2 of the World Bosses, maybe? Just to switch it up. Because the event on the whole was fun, but it did feel about like it always feels to farm World Bosses, so even though there was a little bit of potential reward, Like many, I was so convinced that I would be chosen to get the infusion rewards, which I did kind of just plan to sell. So I guess it's probably for the best that I didn't end up with that, but... But, on that, I don't know. What I'm getting at is, and I'll be covering this. Once this sky scale thing is over, I have so many ideas for things that I just can't get to just yet. But, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of this game that could be repeatable, and it's just not. I was kind of tallying things up the other day, and as part of that video that I try to work on when I have time, just a little bit. I've been scripting it, so that's kind of new for me, but... Get out of here. All right. There's people playing Guild Wars 2 who weren't even alive when Guild Wars 2 came out. Stop. Stop. I would love to see you and MMO Inks collab on something. You both have really chill personality and real love of Guild Wars 2. I think it would be a fun video. That would be up to him, and I don't know. I've done some pretty small collabs so far. I was teased a few times with some people who make some videos, and we almost got there, but it never quite panned out. I'd like to do a collab. I think that my sleep schedule makes that a little hard for people too, but I don't know. I've barely talked with any of the other community members in Guild Wars 2, so this isn't me like, talk to me. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, you know, outside of a couple of comments on some YouTube videos from, I think, MMO Inks and Brazil once. Brazil. Back in the day.
Bad shape here.
Yeah, I kind of figured I was just gonna die there. It's like, maybe it'll work out. I'll come back. Never play Guild Wars 1? It's kind of jarring to play it now. I did boot it up the other day just to see, you know, because we were talking about doing that. I'm still down. It's just, it's not as good as I remember it. I don't know why I thought anything different. It's just, it's an old game now, unfortunately. $77. We are well on our way. Are you too small to collab with? No one is too small to collab with. We could definitely collab on something. Just let me know what you want to do. I think we talked a little bit about something. But, yeah, I mean, I don't care. A lot of YouTubers are probably more interested in collaborating because you can get boosted or boost someone. I just think it'd be fun to try and make something with somebody, mostly. I don't know. Alright. Now I can get my waypoint. I think it's just lost in some luster with advancements for games in general. Yeah, I mean, games have become a lot more instant gratification. You don't have to really, I don't know, in Guild Wars 1, I was definitely more likely to kind of craft character stories and stuff like that, but in Guild Wars 2, I really don't do that at all. And you guys aren't even here anymore, are you? I just ran in here alone. Alright, well, back to this then. Hold up, where you at? Yes. Aha! Now I'm getting out of here. Nope. Nope. I wanted that waypoint so bad, I guess. Golem parts. I didn't grab any golem parts. I suck. Oh, I'm missing some things for sure here. Yo, we found someone who liked the T-Pain voice for you. I guess, please, is the right audience. Yeah, the T-Pain voice. I'm actually gonna just now, like, you guys are just making me want to make these really obscure videos for YouTube that would be pretty uncharacteristic for what I normally upload, just because of the weird little memes you guys have started in the stream. Like, what if I auto-tuned an entire video and didn't explain it? Just, maybe I'll just make it and leave it in the description of one of my streams and just not tell anyone. We'll see. We'll see if one day you guys catch on. But yes, someone did. You know, a lot of people comment on my videos. You don't have to just call out the one female. Jeez. Apparently I'm official now, though, right? Wood Potato still goes back there and has pretty vast playlist. If you have any Guild Wars 1 and want to see that vibes. Oh yeah, people on chat, sure, yeah. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff on Guild Wars 1. That's like all he did for the longest time. I think that's like the first thing he uploaded on YouTube, if I recall, but I mean, I don't know. I'm not Wooden Potatoes manager or anything. Old isn't dated. We're in familiar. Well, like, it's just little things. Like I know this about Guild Wars. You just can't jump. There are these like strange invisible walls on the ground that you can't jump at all. You can't swim at all. There's like invisible walls that'll guide your character to different places. Like, and then like, okay, so in Guild Wars 2, this is like one of my biggest gripes, right? Let's see if I can I? There, skill recharging. You see that? I freaking hate that. Just let me disable it. I hate it so much. In Guild Wars 1, it's like this little click click noise that happens when you activate an ability, like if you spam an ability, so it'll go off as soon as it can. It's, I don't know, it was kind of music to my ears back in the day, but now I kind of want to die. Not die, you know what I mean. It's pretty bad. Let me res this. Okay. Yeah, lots of stuff. Sorry. We're doing events tonight because I'm trying to get some levels, so it's not as easy to talk. At least I'm not so terribly underleveled that I'm getting like one shot. But hey, there we are, getting murdered again. Let me just finish this guy.
Keep to the shadows.
Is Engineer your favorite class? I've yet to try them, but I'm stuck playing Guardian. Gotta love them. I love Guardian, and I'll just say it here, guys. We're almost level 80. I'm not a big fan of Core Engineer. It's not a class that I could just get into super easy. Oh, come here. Oh, maybe not. Thought you were down there. I've been enjoying it for this. I'm just not big on I've never really played engineer classes in any game. I'm more of a give me a big sword or some weird kind of magic. That's usually my go-to. I like Core Engi, but I'll admit elite specs make Engi a lot more fun. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm counting on. I'm just going to check out the elite specs, probably on my main account where I did make an engineer after playing this stream. And we'll just see how that plays out. At this point, it's probably best just to pick a waypoint and get started all over again. Give me a second to look through these comments. Holy crap. If we stop calling you Papa Daddy. Well, I don't think you've called me Papa Daddy yet. That's new, but alright. Will you at least play the faction storyline? I will play Guild Wars 1 on stream or as a Let's Play just because you guys want to see it. I mean, that's really all the requirements. Make that an April Fool's. I guess I could do that. All I heard was Tate saying his Papa Tate persona will only speak in auto-tune. Yeah, I guess that's probably what we're going to have to do moving forward. I could I could start a persona, I suppose. That's what most people start with on YouTube. I kind of just hit it with like the most boring part of my personality because I make guides. You don't want to be too animated making guides, right? I'm actually a lot weirder than I let you guys see. Hey, talking about Guild Wars 2, what is the equivalent of legendary? What? I'm not sure what you mean by that. It's like a meme that you can kill the dragon but can't jump over the wall. Yeah. Do that click again. A true Tate follower already knows your passion is with the Ranger class. You're right. That's my favorite class. You got me. My impressions of the Thief, Daredevil is best. Play Daredevil. Play Staff Daredevil. I legit just entered chat. Yeah, you got a lot to go through there. Show us that weirdness, Daddy Tate. Well, not if you're calling me Daddy Tate. You're not going to get it. Hey, Hawkstar123, welcome to this insanity. Yeah, no kidding. The chat is absolutely ridiculous. I got an advancement for the Twilight. Did you unlock the collection for the Twilight? What part of that could you have possibly got out here? To be honest, the Twilight collection is kind of a blur at this point. It was a lot of crafting. That's all I really remember. I don't really want to do that event again, but we could explore some more of the map that we haven't yet. Scrapper and Hollowsmith are great for PvP if you get into that side of the game. I do like PvP. Mostly, I've been playing Mesmer because I'm trash and I have no self-respect. But there are other classes. I was going to check out Berserker in PvP, but then it got slapped there. I'm not sure. Like, it was obviously broken. I'm just not sure where it fares now. I have been enjoying Berserker now with those changes, though. Which is great, because it feels real good to play a warrior again. Especially now that one of the meta builds has some double axes. Not that you have to play the meta builds, but, you know, I like that big damage if I can get it. But just like with Engineer, or probably any class that has a mechanic like this, I'm just doo-doo crumbs at remembering to do the one thing warriors are supposed to do, guys. Never lay the banners. They're on my bar. I got them there. Boss has like 10% health left, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I throw the banners. Like, worst warrior ever. In Guild Wars 2, we got legendary weapons and armor, but in Guild Wars 2, what is the equivalent to legendary gear? Oh, I don't think there is a lot of the prestige items, because that's what we'll call legendary gear, outside of the convenience of being able to stat swap and get your runes and sigils back. That's basically all there is, right? It was more title based. It's a lot more about just, you know, how much time you had invested. There was like the primeval gear, the Kurzik and Luxon stuff, but those, again, just like everything, it was almost like certain skins were the prestige. Because there was no cash shop, there was no auction house. I mean, it was all player driven. It's a very different experience. Papa Tay likes that big damage. Let's get that on a t-shirt, shall we? Is Hollowsmith or Scrapper both viable in PvE? Like Fractals, open world. Really wanting to explore both. So asking, yeah. You're probably going to get that from Captain Playguy, I think is one of our engineers who could probably answer that question a little better than myself. I will say this, when I play PvP, I see a ton of Hollowsmiths. And honestly, Scrappers still, so I'd say yeah. But by the time you get up and running and playing Guild Wars 2, Guild Wars 3 will be out, so I don't know. We'll just have to see how that actually plays out. I think I'll probably play Hollowsmith first. Just because flashy skill effects and I'm a child, so that's what we're going to do first. But, I'll definitely get both of them. I've recently been kind of curious about Herald, so I might go back to my Revenant and just try playing a different elite spec. But I don't know yet. I'm trying to decide. What I need to do is just pick like 3 freaking professions and just go hard on those professions and never even acknowledge the rest of them for the rest of my time in game. Outside of learning counter. Yeah, that's sort of like, I just feel like when I play Core Engi, I'm just supposed to spam. Like, oh, let's just go through the grenades real quick. Let's just throw those out. Let's switch over. Let's just, because everything, it goes out so fast. It's like, then you just go back to rifle until those are off cooldown. Has some really wicked profession abilities, though, I must say. I really like the profession abilities on Core Engi so far. I'm not even entirely sure how those change with the elite specializations. That is how little I have paid attention to Engi my whole time playing this game. Were green and purple drops stronger than gold drops in Guild Wars 1? If I recall, green drops were actually the best. They were named after the bosses that you would fight in the open world. They had a certain % chance to drop depending on the item. And they usually were the only items that had like additional effects on them, if I recall. It's been so long. I spent a lot of my time as a solo player in Guild Wars 1 just farming bosses, trying to come up with builds that I could farm bosses with. There's not really anything like that in Guild Wars 2, unfortunately, but there are other things in its place.
Fury rising.
Yeah, I'm almost positive that green was highest tier. It was like white, blue, gold, green? I can't. I'd have to get back in the game. I mean, I played the other day, but I wasn't even really looking at my gear or anything. I was just kind of playing through pre-searing, just for old time's sake. And to see how doable some sort of Guild Wars 1 playthrough would be, so. Yeah, let's get these turtles, man. What you got, turtle? Blue gun and that wicked all health drop skill. Elite are amazing for Core Engi. All else is perspective. I remember back when old dungeons were hard. 0 health Engi, elite, saved wipes. Yeah, I'll believe it. Purple? Am I missing purple? Green was the best though. Okay. I don't even remember purple gear in Guild Wars 1. Ugh. I think the only thing that could ever get me to just outright quit Guild Wars 2 is if they just started hard developing for Guild Wars 1 again. And, you know, made it somewhat more like Guild Wars 2, but just little things. A little more range of movement. Update to a more action-based combat system.
Oh, right. A genius and his
And then just start pumping out content. That's literally all it would take. I'd be gone from this game in a second. I miss Guild Wars 1. Maybe a little bit of a graphical overhaul, but I mean, I feel like I'm getting a little nitpicky at that point. I don't really care what a game looks like as long as it's fun. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? So you confirm Guild Wars 3? Guys, I know I say this, you guys bring this up, and I probably say this more often than I should, but I really don't think there's gonna be a Guild Wars 3. I don't think that's happening. I think that they might use Tyria for another IP, but I don't know. I don't know how crazy they are about doing the whole MMO thing going forward. Not that I, like, know anybody at ArenaNet or anything, but I don't know. I also read Reddit and the forums. I see what people say when they try to update something. I'd probably try to get into a more single-player game or, like, maybe a 4-player co-op game than an MMO if I were them.
I want that.
Because, in all seriousness, if they were making Guild Wars 3, it just got canceled with those layoffs, right? Like, right? That's what just happened. If one of the, because they would have been working on it by now. They would have at least started. Sorry, the event says 0%. Oh, feels bad, man. All right, we got this.
Fury rising.
Oh, and a major confirmed for PS4 fans, Icewing, Dale, Planetscape, Baldur's Gate, and more. Holy crap, they're remastering all that for PS4? I sold my PS4, you guys. Come on, don't tell me that there's good stuff coming to the PS4. It's all about Nintendo Switch now. No looking back. No looking back. Are there whales in Guild Wars 2? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, you can convert money into gems and gems into gold. There are whales. I don't necessarily see that as a negative, but I know some people would, and I could probably agree with them on some of those points.
I am unsatisfied.
Green is perfect state tier.
Kill everything.
For its rank, but cannot be upgraded. Yeah. Sure, I'm going to take your word for that, because it has just been too long. There is a younger version of myself who could have answered all these Guild Wars 1 questions. I lived in that game for a long time. Without a target, I just kind of spray grenades. Right on. I still kind of just spray grenades. Probably spear gun is best underwater. Hold on, what? They're making a new Avatar series on Netflix? Like Avatar The Last Airbender? When was this confirmed and why don't I know about it? Tell me more, please. I'm totally pissed totally pissed at the long process of getting the Skyscale mount. I mean, just like divide it up, man. You don't have to get it as soon as possible. It's like first day, collect like 10 eggs and then go play PvP, Fractals, whatever your jam is, and then get the rest of the eggs later. There's no rush. It's not it'll be a long process, but like especially if you have the Griffin, like I don't even know why people why am I going for the Skyscale? I have the Griffin. What? I mean, at this point, I'm thinking, you know, if that legendary trinket isn't too hard to go for, I could go for my second legendary. Honestly, if they had led with legendary trinkets and rings and stuff, oh yeah, I probably would have gone for those way before. That said, I never went for the Aurora, so I guess not, but I should probably do that. Because I'd be more prone to, like, I would go for legendary weapons and trinkets, but not armor, probably. Back piece for sure. Wait, what? I'm confused now? Okay. Look at Emergency Awesome video. Old Avatar. Adding new episodes to old Avatar on Netflix? Don't be excited, it's a live-action adaptation. Yeah, I heard that too. Netflix Avatar news. I'm excited. I mean, if it's live action, I can only get so excited because I saw that frickin' movie, you guys. Oh my god, that's the most disappointed I've ever been in a movie in my entire life. I know that just because that movie was live action doesn't mean that there couldn't have been a cool live action version. But, and to be fair, like, if it's even mediocre, I'll probably just watch it out of love for that world and that series, but... I wish the original Avatar had gone on for 100 million seasons. I might be fangirling a little bit. I apologize. You know what? I don't. It's good. You should watch it. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Then yell at me for fangirling. If you can. Cool, but be advised, never be excited for Netflix live-action adaptations. I have not watched One Punch Man yet. Guys, listen. If I win the lottery and I don't have to go to work, I'll have time to make videos and watch all the things so we can talk about it. But right now I only have enough time for like work, my girlfriend, and whatever YouTube videos I can get out in a week. That's basically it. And if I'm lucky, I'll get like one day where I can play, it's usually something other than Guild Wars, but with some friends. That's like it. That's my week. Tate admits he was born a girl at birth? Yeah, probably. Probably true. As far as, like, manliness goes, I'm...
Rare treasure.
Oh, I don't know if I qualify, guys.
See
Pretty
that tower
terrible at
nearby?
being your
That's how the
stereotypical
Inquest powers
boy
us.
person, so...
Now let's see
Maybe
what
you're
the
right.
codes
Maybe you're
mean.
onto something there. Maybe it's Mama Tate, right? Let me beat you to that one. Alrighty. Back when M. Night Shyamalan lost his movie mojo. Yeah, God, that was just the hardest thing I've ever done. I was so excited, you guys. Like, I watched the trailer. I was like, it doesn't look like really good, but maybe they're saving the best parts for the actual movie. And it was just not great.
Starting sequence. Alpha. Sequence.
It's not a good time.
Console located.
Netflix did not make Pokemon's live-action adaptation. You're correct. I think I'm overexcited. I mean, Poppy Tay gotta work it. Get out of here. You guys are done, man. I'm telling you, this is the last stream. You guys ruined the streams. It's over now. You guys deleted it. Hope you had fun, because it's done.
Second console engaged. Starting
Mommy Tate, there it was. Goddess Tate.
sequence complete.
Fury rising.
Doesn't my girlfriend play Guild Wars? No.
Nearby.
She plays some games from time to time, usually on PlayStation 4 or Switch. Sometimes we'll play some games together. I don't think I've ever been able to get a girl I was dating interested in Guild Wars 2. So, I mean, but I can't get my friends interested either. So, you know, one thing at a time, guys. Where's the Rule 63 artists? What's the Rule 63? Isn't it? I want to say it's like Rule 42 is the porn one, right? I don't know. Is that not what you were talking about? I don't know all the rules of the internet, you guys. I'm gonna have to refresh. I'm gonna go into internet law or something. I have 6 out of the 7 saddle parts. Next is Sand-Swept Isles currency. I'm sorry. That sucks. Press F in chat for Death Note. Comment, did you know that once a month, LP of games you play with the girlfriend will hit 50K? You know how YouTube works. Yeah, I try to just post stuff that I'm interested in making, though. Like, I definitely think that I could get, you know, like my roommate or my girlfriend to play Guild Wars 2, and we could talk about what's good and what's bad, but I don't know. That's just the most YouTuber-y thing ever, isn't it? I got a little YouTuber-y when I did that Let's Play, and I put myself in the thumbnail making a goofy face. I feel like I've gone back on everything that I worked so hard to achieve.
Third console.
Take a
engaged.
potato chip and eat.
Starting
What?
sequence. Final countdown. Sequence complete. Power disabled.
Did about 1 currency collection a day. That's the way to do it, man. Don't go crazy. Like, if you turn the whole game into farming currency or collecting eggs, like, you're not gonna just ruin that collection for yourself. You're gonna ruin the whole dang game. Like, there's nothing wrong with grinding in an MMO, but that just doesn't even feel like grinding to me. I actually wish Guild Wars 2 had, like, traditional grinding. That's probably one of the things that I would ask for.
Refreshing.
Like, let me just kill monsters, man. Like, what if I just want to beat stuff up with a big old sword all day? Like, what if that's how I have fun in a game? Diminishing returns and oh, yada, yada, yada. Not a fan. People just need to Poppy Tate gotta work it harder on the... Okay? That was 41% YouTuber Tate. Yeah, you're probably right. Potato chip dialogue is the famous one in Death Note. Oh, well, funny story, and this isn't going to surprise a single person, but I've actually only ever seen, like, the first 6 or 7 episodes of Death Note. I don't even know the big twist change thing. So, Maybe I'm forgetting the potato chip thing? Guys, should I just change my channel into me watching stuff for the first time and then you guys just, you get all excited? I mean, it seems like that you're more interested in that at the moment. I mean, we could probably just head to Kerr Shore, honestly. We could walk there, though, kill stuff along the way. Almost 78. I think we might actually hit this, where it's only 1. I really like the Savari female shriek when you use that ability. Ah!
Energized.
Oof. Heard there was an awesome Witcher drama on Netflix. And did not even start it up. What's up? From Pappy in the chat. Just noticed that. Hey, bud. What's up, dude?
Death.
Underwater mount? How about no more mounts? Unpopular opinion? I think we got enough mounts, guys. I think we're done. I think it should stop now. I think the sky scale is a perfect example of how we're done. We need to be done with the mounts. Especially if the collections are going to get worse from here. Honestly, just keep doing... Honestly keep doing Utate. Just as a fan, been here for years. Oh. You deserve to be at 30k subs by now. Everyone has jumped ship from Guild Wars as main channel thing, but you... Yeah, a few of us are hanging on. I still think about diversifying just so that I'm not always covering the same thing. Because I won't lie to you guys. And I'll just throw this out here, right? Why don't you you don't even have to upload it. Just make a video on a collection and tell me how you feel at the end of that. Does it feel good? Like, not to be a jerk, but my God, it's a little soul crushing at times. Because like a lot of what you're doing is you're narrating things like, okay, so then you go on the tree branch and you fall off the tree branch. Now you're on the ground again, so pick up the thing. All right, from there you need to, it's just like the stream is thoroughly more enjoyable than a good chunk of the videos that I make. I won't lie to you. That doesn't mean that those videos are going to stop. I like helping people in this game, and I think that people making guides is part of what keeps a game alive. And our boy Guild Wars 2 is 6 years old, 6 years young, we'll start saying. Because I'm sure I'm pretty dang close to starting to say that about my own age. Crap. You guys are just going nuts in the chat. Yo, I got the shout out. Yeah, it's almost like we know each other in real life. I work with this guy. You should follow him on all the medias. How to handle fame. I wouldn't say fame. Underwater mount, 9 number. See, the thing is, I don't trust that ArenaNet will add a single underwater mount and then just stop. I think that'll be the beginning of a new thing, and they'll be like, yeah, it's different than mounts because it's underwater. But like, there's not enough water in the game. Like, unless we're actually going to Cantha, there's really no reason to bring those kinds of mounts in. Like, I was so pumped about the underwater changes, and then I kind of went around and looked for underwater stuff to do, and it was kind of sad. I mean, best case scenario, you got a fractal. Got a fractal, that's it. Oh, been a little while, but I'm full up. I got a 15 slot and a 12 slot, guys. Are you proud of me?
Rare treasure.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment because you guys are going ham again. Do you deserve it for the content and the passion and resisting the urge to get off or to get the girlfriend on. Yeah, I mean, I try not to just do whatever. I did, however, I did think there was sort of a meme going around where people were making like tiered lists, and I thought about making one of those for Guild Wars. I never did, but that, I mean, it's not out of the cards that I might not ever do some stupid YouTuber-y thing. Fortunately, though, guys, I don't make a ton of money for doing this. I mean, I make a little, but that's pretty much it. And so there's really no incentive for me to, you know, pump the gas. If this was how I made my living, I might feel more inclined to do that sort of thing, admittedly. They all jump ship. Saw Aurora Peachy jump ship. She still covers Guild Wars 2. She just covers other stuff at the same time. It's, I mean, Bog Otter, is Bog Otter completely done making Guild Wars 2 content? That's sad. I remember being like so inspired by him back in the day, because he just didn't care. He's like, you know what? Let's just make some Guild Wars 2 videos. Like, his videos didn't always get like the most views or whatever, but that's not what it's really about. I mean, it'd be great to like make some money and do this for a living, but maybe that's just like ultimately what people want so bad that they end up doing other stuff. I'm like staring at I'm talking to the chat. I should be talking to you guys, right? It's a lot of grind. Never wanted a mount in Guild Wars 2 at first. Yeah, nobody did, and then people actually kind of rioted when they first added them. Yeah, you do. I love your wholesome content. Yeah, it's kind of what it is. Try not to curse or, you know, get overly excited about stuff. There's plenty of that on YouTube. However, like I said, I am kind of a crazy person. I just hide it from you because what's the point? Now you know me as this guy's like, oh hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna get some stuff in Guild Wars, and you just sit back and relax. You know, like maybe I should start doing it like a radio broadcast. I'm here for your channel, Tate. If you diversify. And part of me wishes you would, just so you can have fun and other stuff. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what'll happen, guys. I only really get to talk to you guys about this sort of stuff, so I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. Sometimes I think about making a second channel. Sometimes I think about stopping altogether, but I haven't yet, so, you know, that's good. It's not like I hate it or anything, really. It's just, it's kind of a lot. Like, it consumes my entire free time, which is a sacrifice I'm willing to make, but sometimes I just get real sleepy, guys. I just get real tired. And I'm like, man, ooh, I don't know if I can keep this up. And then I find my second wind because, you know, ArenaNet will post a patch note and they'll change meta events and Path of Fire, and I'm like, oh, this game still has a chance. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Hello again. Hi. I don't mind if you stream other stuff. Do you see what I wrote about that rule? I did not. Let me go back up and, oh god, try to find that now. We're going. Alright, it's officially too far gone. We can talk about this in a second. Holy crap, guys. It's hard to keep up with you. Tate Papa. We're not subbed for you how to play guides. You live streamed watching stuff. I'd watch stuff and talk about it. Yeah, I wish it was easier to make videos like that without all the copyright nonsense, because I would love, like, you guys hear it a little bit, right? You hear me talk about the game. You know that I like to change stuff. I don't think that's any secret at this point. But when I watch stuff, I straight just hate on it the whole time. Like, if you ever want me to watch something you really care about, don't even tell me about it, because I will let you know that I absolutely hated it for X, Y, and Z reasons. I'm not like a cinema buff. I've barely seen any movies. If they can't sell the illusion of the movie to me, like if I can't stay in the zone, then that's it. It's all over. I just start making fun of everything. So maybe not the best way to go. Hi, So Cheesy. Just recently got into your videos. Fairly new to Guild Wars 2. Your videos are great for newbies like me, man. Keep it up. Yeah, I feel like most people who make videos make it from the perspective of someone who already has everything they have unlocked. So I try my best to make them as new player friendly as possible. Although I can't re-explain every single thing every video. I kind of got stuck in a loop where I was explaining the same few things in every video, and it was crushing my soul. So I had to stop. But you know, I track it. Where's this guy at? Yeah, an Eye Zaitan. I love these guys. I'd love it. Underwater fractal or even a zone. There is an underwater fractal. It's called the aquatic fractal. Not like an entire zone, just a small part of a zone. Guild Wars 2 is the only MMO to take underwater combat. Yeah, no. I mean, I would say that Guild Wars 2 has the best combat system, even though I'm dying right now. I would say that the underwater combat system, despite being the meme that it is in this community, is still one of the best things ever. It's still one of the best underwater combat systems in any MMO I've ever played. The mounts are better than any other mount system I've ever used. Most of the complaints that I fall back on are just that, I don't know, I just wish there was like a buttload of dungeons, guys. That's really what I want. I just want like a lot of dungeons. And not fractals where it's like, hey, it's harder and it's the same map. I want like just like a lot of dungeons. Or like a waves mode, guys. Oh, how do you guys feel about where they just send waves at you until you're defeated? That's one of my favorites. I love that. Just see how long you can last. Maybe with like some modifiers. That's a game mode that I've wanted in this game for a while. It's like arguably events are kind of that for some of the content, but it's not good enough. Need more waves. Thank you very much. I mean, there is an underwater dragon with an unknown name that everybody just kind of calls Steve, so yeah, I guess we could see the underwater mounts, and I just hope that, you know, if we're gonna go kill Steve, we kill him underwater where we should be killing him, and that they just do some sort of overhaul. A lot of my complaints about underwater combat are just how disoriented I can get at times, and I think, like, I don't know, like if you could target an enemy, and then when you press W, or whatever you press to move forward, if you just started moving towards the enemy you were targeting, I think that underwater combat would be so much better. Like, that's I don't know how big of a change that is, but, like, from a developer standpoint. Oof. I'm a-coming. I see him. Where was we going? Oh no. You guys and your mounts, man, you're killing me here. Trying to do a stream, and now I gotta try and do this expert level jumping puzzle. Thanks. Alright. Oh, come on, man. Just jump. Just jump forever. Please be able to jump over this small rock. Thank you. There we go. How close are we to the portal? I feel like we should be, like, right up on it. Should be super close. There's, like, a bridge that goes into a portal for ore. Yeah? Or is it just south from here? I don't remember. I think it might just be south from here. We could do this event, though. Yeah, just south. We can stay and do the defense event. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm probably, like, super far up on chat. This is a defense event, so for now, I'm just gonna kind of go over here, and we'll look at chat for a second. Yo, I'm beating my meat to this. Man, how did I miss that? Well, I'm glad I could provide you with that form of entertainment. Maybe I'll try and wear something a little more scandalous next time. How come when I'm underwater on my char, it doesn't show the aqua breather? I'm not sure. Probably because it didn't fit the char model. Maybe it depends on the skin for the aqua breather that you have. Who is this man? Yeah. 2 up? Yeah, I know. I saw it, man. I don't know. I'm hoping it's someone I actually know. Otherwise, that's a real thing to just say to a guy. Just never go full YouTube, Common. You can never come back from things like that. Well, what is full YouTube? Let's hear what that is. 50% troll, 50% questionable taste in porn, apparently. Oh, ouch. All right. Confirmed Papa Tate is crazy. An auto-tune. Yep. Basically the gender bend rule. Ah, I see. Reaction channel incoming. I could do a reaction channel, but hater tater, yeah, that's pretty close to what it would be. People would probably just crucify me. They would hate me. I agree with your idea on movies. I hate them too. Yeah, it's just hard for me to get into them the same way that a lot of people do. It's like all entertainment. I'm just a jaded trash person. I'm sorry, guys. When you say this game is not done yet, wouldn't making it 6 years sub-free, which I do disagree with, and hitting 30 to 45% of their old school manifesto is not Guild Wars 2. Yeah, no, God. Guys, don't even get me started talking about the manifesto. I'm sitting here reading chat while you guys all run off and play the game. That manifesto was what got me so amped about Guild Wars 2. And honestly, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's an incoming video. It's when I get through this freaking sky scale stuff, video incoming. It's gonna be a little more raw than the normal. It'll be closer to these streams than my videos for sure. Talking about some things that I'm gonna need to see in this game, in at least the next year or two. I'm gonna need to see that stuff, or I'm gonna start to lose faith altogether. Oh my gosh. Well, that was it. That was one of the things right there. And I'm uninstalling now. Alright. Well, hopefully that's not contested. Wait, you stopped the smoking? What are you talking about? Oh, yeah. No, I try not to do that because it's like loud, and also everybody hates vaping. I don't want you guys to hate me. Come on. Yeah, I saw the gender bend rule. Hey, when you're a dolphin for 90 cents of the fractal, it's not an underwater fractal. Okay, all right, okay. So you're aware of the underwater, or the aquatic fractal. You just don't agree with the gameplay. I agree. I can agree with you there, for sure. For sure. I don't think anybody necessarily wants to be turned into a dolphin. That's not, like, not what I think of when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play a fun dungeon tonight. Yeah, you get turned into a dungeon, and you get killed in 3 hits by crate. You know, they're a trash mob that's just out in the open world. Oh yeah, it's real fun. I love it. Have you read about killing a underwater dragon? I have not. If you're in my Discord and there's something I can read, please send it to me immediately. Why do you choose Guild Wars 2? RuneScape, WoW, ESO? Because I played Guild Wars 1. I love that game. Guild Wars 2 is not really a sequel to Guild Wars 1, but I think it's a damn good MMO outside of that. It falls short on some things, for sure, but yeah, it's mostly just like God, I have low character models. Sorry, all these guys look identical. It's so freaking weird. Are these bots? Do people still bot in this game? Well, that means it's alive, guys. Confirmed, not a dead game. But I don't know, World of Warcraft, I played for a while. I could never really get into it. I always play MMOs solo, and this was the easiest one to play solo, which is probably bad MMO design, but maybe not. It just depends on what you want out of an MMO. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of it was the fandom and the world of Guild Wars 1, wanting to come back and see all those places. We didn't do that for a few years, but we eventually got to it. But yeah, outside of that, the solo play, the conveniences that ended up being in the game as my life became busier and busier, it was harder to really sit down and play a game for a long time. I can still find a couple days a week, but it's not like it used to be where that's all I did. So, you know, not having to go back to the bank to deposit my stuff, or being able to craft gear once and have it be account bound. That's ascended gear, guys, just so you know. Stuff like that. Poppy Tate wants a butt loaded. Okay. They could have done that with the raid testing area. Just have waves of golems attacking you. Yes, please do that. It's a very big change with lots of bugs to fix. Yeah. You love crafting? Best game ever for crafting is RuneScape. I don't know how much crafting I did in RuneScape, but I honestly really like the Final Fantasy XIV crafting because it had gear tied to it, which, I mean, is kind of like redundant and silly, but and like crafting itself was a mini game. So it wasn't just, you know, Guild Wars 2 is convenient, it's fast, as long as you have the mats, but it's not really very hands-on. Final Fantasy was like the first game I was like, oh, I could just craft in this game, and that would be a game all on its own. I'd be fine with that.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Try Albion, it's similar to RuneScape. Yeah, I don't know that I can get into Albion. I see the trailers. I'm sure you're talking to someone else in chat, by the way, but I have looked into Albion. It's cool that you can play it. I think you can play it on like your phone and stuff, which is cool. But I'm not so sure I could do that. Not so sure I could play that game. It's very much like RuneScape. Very player economy. I don't know. I haven't looked into crafting for that game. If the crafting was really good, then I could probably start getting into, you know, buying and selling. The commerce of that game would be kind of the gameplay for me. That's kind of boring, but I'm one of those people who really enjoyed like Harvest Moon back in the day. So.
Thanks for helping out.
Just me. I'd be undead chicken feed by now.
Full YouTube. Get your girlfriend on YouTube in a halter top or bikini. Laugh at all your jokes. I kind of do laugh at all my jokes. That's just who I am, though. It's not like, I don't know. Now you're gonna have me all self-conscious about how full YouTuber I've gotten. Dye your hair hipster blonde. Play only battle royale games or shooters. You don't have to worry about that. I freaking hate shooters, and battle royale is okay, but I prefer it to not be like a shooter-based game if it's gonna be battle royale. Realm Royale was probably the most interesting thing I saw because it was class-based. It was like a, it was enough like an MMO that I could get into it for sure. But I think that's still in early access, and it was, I mean, it was okay. It was pretty fun for a while. And if I ever dye my hair, that's how you know that I'm finally making a living on YouTube, because I would love to dye my hair some ridiculous color, probably purple. But I could be purple PewDiePie, you guys. That's a thing, right? There's not a purple one yet, that's all I'm saying. I could fill that void, sure. But yeah. Same for me, but honestly, I think 30 to 35% of that manifesto, yeah. Hello, Froggy the Ninja. Welcome to the crazy, indeed. I think you're funny and great. Good night. It's late now. Oh, well, if you're not already gone, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate the compliments, and get some sleep, man. It's probably late. There's a new amazing anime-style MMO. Yeah, I saw a couple anime-style MMOs that I was kind of interested in. I'm not like a weeb, guys, so I don't know how into that I'll get. But I do like anime. I'm just not, like, I just don't want to live in Japan and learn Japanese. Like, I'm not that far. There's a Filthy Frank video about it. Educate yourself, you know, that kind of thing. So, I'm not full on. I do enjoy anime, though. Well, too bad, because I'm leaving. There it is. Secret portal that was right in front of me the whole... New MMO. Animu. Remember Ragnarok? I know about it because I've looked at YouTube videos covering older MMOs, but I never really played that myself. Level 78 and almost a half, guys. Holy crap. We're gonna make it tonight, I think. Still not even 2 o'clock. Question is, if we hit 80 before I'm able to, or before 3, well, 3 my time, what do we do? What do we do after that? I don't even know now. Guess we could play like a dungeon or something. I don't know. I didn't plan this far ahead, guys. Kind of crept up on me. This is the 80s. Common long as your girlfriend doesn't mind. We sub, don't judge. All right. Commentate mentioning Filthy Frank. I'd never imagine. Oh, see, you don't know how weird I am. You just don't know. Like, Filthy Frank is kind of... That's like my sense of humor almost to a T. That is exactly the kind of stuff that I think is just perfect and hilarious. Timings aren't very good for your videos and streams. I mean, it's Saturday early morning for me, lying on bed, chilling and watch your vids. Well, I do appreciate you coming in and watching when you do. And I'm always happy to see anybody come in and say first, and it's almost always you, so thanks for that. Fractal on your main will be good? You mean for the rest of this stream? Or just in general going forward? Or... Any luck? We'll get the dolphin one. Well, I'm not gonna queue in to do a random one, man. We're gonna play like 1 through 19, so I don't need any AR if we play some fractals. Art, you said. You said on my main. I'm dumb. I'm so dumb, you guys. Rest of the stream. Okay, well, I have proven that I can switch accounts without killing the stream, so I think we'll be okay there. Oh, I might want to do this boss. Archmage. Is that the boss? Yeah, it is. You guys ready to get this Archmage? Yeah, disengage on the boss. Let's break that break bar, guys. Also, this. I love the big bomb. Well, that actually wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. Never mind. On smaller enemies, it'll like launch them. Oh, that's like my favorite part of Core Engi so far. If I had a favorite part. After 80, you start Fashion Wars? You can't tell me your old Guild Wars 1 buddies never dragged you into other MMOs. Truth be told, I was kind of the MMO friend, and I would pull other friends into the MMO I was playing. Most of those guys played Guild Wars 1 with me, and then went on to never play MMOs. That was just sort of like their way to play games with me, I think. It was only like 4 people or so. And, you know, a couple of them went on to have kids and move out of state, which, I mean, doesn't matter for games necessarily, but it kind of does. And, other people just, that was never really their forte, I guess, when it comes to, like, gaming. So, yeah, I can tell you that, actually. Means after you get 80. So, Common, do you speak more on your thoughts that Guild Wars 2 lived up to the manifesto vibe by 90%? I could speak more. Big Bomb Tate. Pumped Tate discussion coming and gets popcorn. Do I get really worked up when I talk about this stuff? I don't even really watch my streams after I do them. I don't know what this whole experience looks like for you guys. I should probably do that so I know that I'm not making a total fool out of myself, but that's the magic, right? Just let it all be just random improv. So one of the things that has always stood out to me about that manifesto video, and probably the thing that I think of every time it's ever mentioned, is I don't remember the developer's name. It was this one of the ladies who was working on Guild Wars 2. She said something like, in other games, you go, you fight the boss, and then the boss doesn't really care about you. It doesn't really recognize that you just killed him. And Guild Wars 2, we're gonna try and be different. We're gonna have events and dynamic, and it's gonna be great. And then, I mean, I can't tell you how immersion breaking the event resets in Guild Wars 2 are. How like absolutely ridiculous that all ends up being. And then it's an MMO, so you gotta have to put like some repeatable content in, which I still feel like this game is lacking. But I'm just saying, like, when you repeat content, it's like, unless you write it into the story somehow, it's obviously just gonna be that boss doesn't care that you just beat him, right? I mean, and maybe that was them saying, hey, we're not gonna let you grind in this game. Maybe that's what they were saying, because, like, oh, you can only fight him every now and again to get loot, so it's different. I don't know. This is the weirdest MMO ever in terms of, like, what you usually spend your time doing. Like, parts and events instead of a quest log, which is cool. I get that. And they're like, no traditional questing. What is a collection, guys, other than a quest log that is always on your person, and it takes you around the world to pick up X, Y, and Z before coming back and talking to a frickin' NPC? It's the same thing. So, like, that's not all that innovative either. The dynamic events are essentially, that was in Rift, which came out, like, around the same time that Guild Wars 2 launched, if I recall, so that might have just been, like, the way MMOs were going, or maybe they had talked about some ideas, shared some ideas together. Like, of all the parts of that video, that's the one thing I always remember, is that she was just like, yeah, in our game, everything will matter. Every decision you make will matter. None of our decisions freaking matter at all. Like, you get a slightly different story, but ultimately, you know, they gotta have everybody come together because this is a multiplayer game. You can't make individual story instance living worlds for every decision a player's ever made. And so, yeah, that just kind of died out. I mean, even in the Living World Season 1 days, you were farming the same events over and over and over again, so I really just don't know what they're... It was like a cool philosophy. I just don't know if that can even be done in a game outside of a single-player game. So yeah, there's that. There's that. If there are other parts of the manifesto that you remember offhand, I would have to watch it again. But that's the thing that I always go back to. Because that was one of my favorite things in that entire trailer. I was like, oh man, Guild Wars 2 sounds lit, guys. I can't wait. Well, no one said lit then, but you know what I mean. That was before lit. Holy crap. Alright. Oh, here we go. Gotta get back up here. They got kids around 15 years old? Yeah. I'm not old. So anyway. Kate, it was not the kids. It was not the lack of time. It was your beard intimidating them. Yeah, well, a lot of people I used to go to high school with comment on the beard. And the thing that always breaks my heart is I wasn't going for this look, but they always say, you look like the guys from Duck Dynasty. I hate that. I hate Duck Dynasty and those people. I strongly dislike. You're not allowed to hate anything on the internet, or you're like crazy. So I don't want to say I hate anything, right? But I hate a lot of things. I do.
Rare treasure.
Honestly, though, that manifesto trailer is what got me to play the game seriously for the first 3 years I played this. Yeah, I kind of thought that maybe they were just setting some groundwork, and we were gonna build on that, and things were gonna they were gonna change. And that's ultimately why I always end up leaving Guild Wars 2 and coming back. Most of the reason I've stayed is, you know, stuff like this exists now. I can talk with you guys about the game. I can play with people, even if it's just like open world exploration is all we've really been doing. But maybe we'll get onto some fractals. But like that makes the game so much more interesting to me. We're naming rocks Timothy and stuff, guys. It's a good time. Oh. Probably stay back where the event is. Or just, you know, get wrecked by a spider. You got company in game. I think those guys are following your lead. Killing things, yeah. Her name is, oh, don't talk about her, guys. Don't. We don't gotta talk about her in the chat, all right? That was the tweet I was referring to from last week, though, for anybody who was curious. More or less alluding to they weren't sure if Guild Wars was over, and that's why the Season 5 ended the way that it did, because it could have been a conclusion to the whole of the game. If that had been the end of this game, I don't think I would have ever played another ArenaNet product ever. That would have been it for me. I would have freaked out. I don't know how many of you guys saw that Let's Play, but at the end of that, I was just like, tell me the things. Like, oh, that's a worry for another day. Like, kiss my ass. Tell me now. Like, where are we going? Where is this game going now? Like, I knew Season 5 was in the works, but who knows where that's necessarily going even. Ooh. Guess we're gonna deal with the Elder Dragon origins is what it seems. Either that or those were just some really interesting throwaway lines at the end of the last Living World episode. Remember her... Wait. You mean to tell me that the person who said that thing... That wasn't her. I gotta go back and watch the manifesto now. What are you guys are... What? It does not reward my time. It does not matter. I'm there. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. I thought I was conflating the two things. Sorry about that. What do you think they were... Do you think they were talking about Scarlet? I thought Scarlet was okay, guys. I know a lot of people didn't like Scarlet during the Living World Season 1 days. She's just Harley Quinn. It's like, whatever. As far as video games go, it's a more interesting character than a lot of them. At least she had some depth to her. Her story was kind of interesting. She was kind of just going crazy. And we just had to fight all of her... And unfortunately, she was also a genius, so she just kept coming up with ways to kill people, and we had to stop her. They need to add Living World Season 1. But they won't because there's no reason... Like, most players don't care. They're not going to go back and play it. So it's like, why even put in the development time? Ugh. Alright. The Guild Wars 2 thing, I want every successful MMO to take and steal and make better world events 24/7, no mob stealing, no tagging, personal loot, always based on what you do, best gear is crafted only. Yeah, okay. No, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I probably take for granted at this point that other MMOs don't do, that Guild Wars 2 definitely does right, and I don't really think there's a good argument for, you know, fighting over stuff like crafting nodes. But I played Arcage, and I remember I had this sweet spot where I was farming some ore for a few days. I was trying to craft some stuff, and then this guy just, like, got wise to the spot, and every day it just turned into who could do it faster. And I try to camp and wait for him to leave sometimes. They just keep coming back. It's like, it was kind of interesting, but, you know, after, like, the first time it happened, it was just annoying. It wasn't really funny or cool or whatever anymore. 79! Oh my gosh. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to... Ooh. Finish off. I got 40 plus hero points. Might as well just finish it off. Forgot you don't really get an achievement for 100%ing your class like that. For core classes, do you? Weird, because you get it for the elite specs. ArenaNet, explain. Alright, but for real though, I'm gonna head over here because it's legit time for some nicotine for me, and also you guys type 2 can't play and read all this. Oh my god, I never thought I'd hear her name again. Yeah. Well, they can't make you take Dragon's side and kill the humanity by your decisions. Yes. I mean, that's the problem, is they said stuff like that, and then you have these, like, colossal elder dragons that are effectively, like, forces of nature or, like, environmental effects within themselves, and they're tied into the existence of Tyria itself. It's like, yeah, what are you supposed to... How are you supposed to give truly branching paths with stuff like that? Maybe they could have... The compromise could have been, like, things like events had... like map-to-map changes, but when it came to Elder Dragon content, like, it has to funnel to the same, like, it has to come together so that all the players, like the big blobs of players, can kill the dragon together. Is Guild Wars 2's best aspects their community? I agree and disagree with that. I think there's a good section of this community that's awesome, and in a lot of ways, most of the community is awesome. Until things like the mount license comes out, or there's a time gate on the sky scale, or whatever it is, everybody just starts complaining like ArenaNet kicked their puppy, and it's like, guys, just let them develop the game however they want. The reason that they don't want to go ham on ridiculous ideas that could be great for the game is because every time they try something weird, everyone just freaks out on it. We need to stop doing that as a community. But that's really what it is. I personally think that they could put a bajillion of those mount adoption license skin things in there, because skins are skins. Who cares? Like, oh, there's no skins in the game. Well, yeah, it'd be nice if there were skins in the game, but also it's nice that Guild Wars 2 doesn't have a sub feat, right? So, like, pick your poison, man. Like, it's one or the other. It can't be everything. You can't have your cake and eat it too, guys. I don't know. Not saying guys necessarily like that was any of you guys, but maybe it was, because it was a fair few people. I remember Path of Fire came out, and it was getting like decent reviews because nobody had realized that there wasn't a ton of replayability in those maps just yet, but the story was cool, the maps were cool, mounts were everything players wanted and more. It was getting all this hype, people were starting to play the game for the first time, and then you had like people just pooping on the game, just pooping all over it because, oh, they tried to get me to spend money on something that doesn't affect gameplay at all. Like, guys, that's the fairest. It's like you can't even get the duplicates. Guys, it hurts me every time. I actually had recorded an entire video when that came out. I was red in the face screaming about it, and I decided not to upload it because I felt like people would, that might have been too much. So I had to rein it in a little bit. Oh, gross. Hate these spiders. I remember when these events over here used to be bugged and you could just farm them on loop. You could farm the mats forever. Those were the days. Look at that. Yeah. Also, how much gold have I made through this journey? 5 gold. Woohoo. But alright, now that the event's over, back to what I was gonna do originally. Send me the kiss? What are you talking about? But also, sure, if that's what you wanted. If not, that was really weird for me and you. And in what server do you play? I mean, they didn't really just hit home with Season 1. Everything after that, forgettable. See, I think it just depends on, like, what you prefer. I kind of thought I thought Living World was a little too hard to keep up with, personally, but everything afterwards is it's like a lot more cookie cutter, so I don't know, there's pros and cons to both. What server do I play on? I can never remember. I think my main account is Crystal Desert, but I don't know. The server doesn't matter though unless you want to play World versus World. Papa Tate said lit. Him. Most interesting man in the world. His uncle, they both said it. Lit. You play an NA server. Don't roll your eyes at me. Why can I not donate? I freaking love your content. Because I'm not here for your money. I don't know, guys. I've been thinking about, just full on selling out and, trying to make some money off of the YouTube thing just to see if I can make a job out of it. But I don't know. I kind of just been enjoying things the way they are. Poppy Tate. Yes, which server? Crystal Desert for me. He never activated that on YouTube. Yeah, I don't have super chat or donations on Twitch. Like, I can turn it on, I just haven't yet. Yeah, let's not. When are you gonna do the life duck hunting? What is that? What? Okay. Hey, with your hatred power too, I recommend you look up Foamy the Squirrel sometimes. One of the best banter, angry, fun rants he has ever been doing for like 7 or 8 years. Okay, I'll have to check that out. I definitely appreciate people who can do the craft. Said Season 5. maybe I didn't mean to. I'm so far behind you guys. Also, Tate, anyone in chat too? Isn't Guild Wars 2 the only successful property ArenaNet has now? So don't they like kind of have to do a Guild Wars 3 to keep making money? You have to figure they lose people every year. I think that, I don't know. I firmly believe that a redo of Guild Wars 2 is better than Guild Wars 3. That's just how I feel. I think that there's enough groundwork here that they could still make this into a game that people play. Just look at, how long was Final Fantasy XIV out before they ended up doing a Realm Reborn? A ton of players came back. A ton of players were there when I was playing after Realm Reborn for a little while. I played for like maybe a year on and off. I just kept subbing and just logging in when I was bored. I didn't really play for a year, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think that there's something to be said about a Guild Wars 2.5. We could even go ahead and rebrand the game Tyria. And everything that we know to be Guild Wars right now could be like just a small subsection of what it ends up being in the end. No, the game is 6 years old. You're completely right. I would play Guild Wars 3, obviously. I mean, because they didn't end the Living World Season 4 the way that... Oh, I see now. I see what you're saying. Yep. Oh, I didn't have more than 0 people on guilds, more than 5 people world versus world. Good morning, return to the game when mounts come out. So much better to play now. Yep, it's real easy to skip a lot of the game now, so they should probably rebuild the whole game around mounts, I think. I mean, it seems like every single game ArenaNet is doing poorly or already closed. Well, wasn't it just Guild Wars 1 and Guild Wars 2? What else did they do? They weren't the people behind Heroes and Villains, right? Were they? I think they might have been. I don't remember. Welcome back, Roma, indeed. That was really weird. Because you didn't think twice. Yeah, I mean, I just like to have fun with you guys. I'll blow you a kiss if you want. That's kind of weird, but hey. Tate, I don't see it selling out. You can do what you love to support you and the girlfriend. Hell, man. Do what you like for work. 99% of us have to do what we hate. I do what I hate for work. That's fair. I found the best middle ground, guys, but boy, oh boy, it's not my passion at all. I'm trying to figure a Tate way to do it, right? Why do we... You guys got me speaking in the third person, but I'm trying to find my own way to go about things, right? Like, in a perfect world, I would just demonetize all my videos or, you know, just take monetization off. Because then I could say whatever I want, and I could play whatever music I wanted and make whatever references to movies I wanted, because I like that aspect of things, but... The only reason I keep my stuff monetized now is because it does help me upgrade some of the stuff that I use to do all this. I just got this mic, which YouTube didn't really pay for. It gave me a $100 discount, we'll say. Still an expensive microphone. Jeez. But, you know, I have this crappy webcam. If you guys have ever messed around with webcams, it's the Logitech 920, I think, is like the one everybody uses. I have to, every time I go to stream, record any kind of face cam, anything, it defaults. I don't know why in OBS, it just defaults. I'd like to replace that, but like, so I just try to keep my spending down, so the, you know, the little money that I make does kind of help with that. Because I'm going to spend the money either way, because I'm an idiot, but... Yeah, I'll find a way to give it an honest try, and then I'll probably give it an honest try, and then, you know, if I can't make money, I'll probably always make videos as long as people are ready to watch, or maybe I'll just always stream, I don't know. But at some point, if this isn't it, I should probably like go back to school or something, right, guys? I can't just do the same job I've been doing for the rest of forever. It will be the end of me. I can't do it. So happier thoughts, and back to the chat. With new graphics, I agree. If Guild Wars was relaunched, it needs to be more stable. It needs to be on probably DirectX 12. I used to meme on people for saying that, but with that DirectX 12 add-on that you can install, I've seen the improvements, and it's kind of insane. saw people getting like 60 frames, 60 to 100 frames in like World v World. I was like, what? Because if Guild Wars 2 ran like that, oh my god, especially like the Realm v Realm stuff, and then we got the Alliance change, there would be this whole group of people that would come in just to play that. Let's get on this giant, guys. Yeah! Alright. Big bomb.
Beautiful blend of turrets.
Still not doing the engineer thing where I drop turrets. I'm not great at that stuff, guys. I don't know what it is. I just forget about it. I like mostly active classes, I think, is my problem. Never been big on pet classes either, for the most part. I didn't even throw down the rifle turret. It's alright, he's almost dead.
That feels better.
Big bomb. Come on, give me that damage. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, I got him. Right on. About halfway. Back to search. Yeah, we can go back. Might as well. Or wait. Is this still a thing over here? Is that what you're saying? Not on my screen. Oh, yeah. Let's go back. Om-nom berries. Let me grab some of them om-nom berries, please. Oh, they're ruined. Never mind. Look, I played the personal story and did my very best to prepare my character a little bit better this time. And that's something I forgot. So sorry. I just figure we deal with the giant so that we're not escorting anything through a giant, hopefully that's how that'll play out. Let me go back up here. Oh god, you guys have so much to say. I feel like I should just sit here and talk to you. Like, why have we been playing the game? You guys just have so much to say and I'm missing all of it. And I don't want to do that. Oh. That moment when you're just holding bombs and dropping them at your feet, wondering why you're not hurting anybody.
That feels better.
Trying to keep it interesting for the people in game as well. I think that's why we play the game, right? Okay. Found where. Alright. Really weird. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Relaunching into top best MMO going today. I think Guild Wars 2 relaunched correctly would be it would destroy what's left of WoW and would be one of the best games out there. But they have to cater to a hardcore audience a little bit more. They have to have more repeatable content, and they need to just delete diminishing returns and let players farm if that's what they want to do. So many of the complaints I've seen and heard from people who tried to get into this game is just that they can't play it like literally every other MMO. That it's called an MMO, but it's really just like a single-player action game you can play with friends. That's kind of what it is. And then you do like open world stuff, and there's just like a bajillion people, so, you know. Random insert my opinion on that again. I'm gonna stop I'm trying not to repeat myself a ton. Feel bad. It's over here rambling to you guys all day. I can see from a publisher standard, Guild Wars 2.5 relaunch is unknown success, whereas Guild Wars 3 is unknown success, so it makes sense to do that. See, that's kind of what I was thinking, is like maybe NCSoft would be like, okay, it's just Guild Wars, and then maybe they analyze some of what players complain about, or what markets we're not getting with the current implementation, and then they just do what they have to make that a thing, and we get a relaunch. Now, the thing I worry about with relaunches as opposed to a brand new game is, do you guys think that Guild Wars 2.5 should cost money? Because it will. It will cost money. I mean, they got to get the development money from somewhere, depending on how drastically different it would be. I definitely think they would charge for it, and I think a lot of players would feel hurt Also, depending on how much they want to change the game, if it's not just improvements, but like they're changing quite a bit, like how much of your gem store purchases are going to carry over, how many of your achievements are going to carry over. That's like always a big deal with the relaunches. So those are the things that I worry about with a relaunch, though I still think that I would prefer to pay for Guild Wars 2.5 and just have them spruce this game up a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't think this game needs a ton to be everyone's bread and butter, but it definitely needs to be a little different than it is for sure. Am I a musician? I wouldn't call myself a musician. I'm very interested in music. I mess around in FL Studios. I used to play guitar a lot. I just had an anniversary with my girlfriend, 3 years. No one thanked me or congratulated me, so thanks, guys. But she actually found a really good deal on an electronic drum set, so I might be getting into that. I also just need a little bit of exercise in my life because I sit all day and then I come home and sit all night. I know we really don't need to go here, but there is a waypoint, so. And I'm real close, guys. Look at that. We are so close to 80. You guys are gonna be here when it happens, right? Wow, now a Tate way to do stuff is a thing. Yeah, just let me talk long enough and I'll make like a whole meta or something on accident. I never notice I'm doing this stuff. By the way, hello from the Ukraine. Well, hello. Thanks for watching. Amazon wishlist, Poppy Tate. What? Stop. Stop it. Stop. Please just end me. It's too much. Can't handle it. Tate monetary system will die in near future. There's also a global economic collapse incoming. Money is a debt-based system and not sustainable. So Bitcoin is what you're saying. Bitcoin is the future then? Big ass hand. Sorry. Distracted. Really like your content. Helps you a lot. Well, I'm glad. They're not always the most fun videos to make, but you guys keep me fueled making them because you're always so appreciative. I'm always worried that people are gonna go, hey man, you didn't need to explain all this stuff. Like, you just explained so many things that I already know. Because I do over explain a bit, but the hope is like if you're returning, if you forgot, or if you're new, I'll cover just enough that maybe you'll have some idea what I'm talking about. A lot of the guides that I see don't even have someone talking. It's all text or it's all just demonstration, and I think those are good. I just, this is not how I would do it. That's kind of what I decided. That's why I started making these videos. Is originally I didn't want to because I thought nobody else would, or I thought other people were already doing it. Why would I do that? Like, if there's already a thing, why make the thing again? But I don't know. I don't think people necessarily do it the same way, and it seems like people are benefiting from it. So not even over a million karma. Yeah, I just noticed I have over 1 million on my main account. So why do all the giants move slow? I mean, they're big. Doesn't it mean they need to be slow? Yeah, I mean, I think they move appropriately, don't they? They're big chunky boys. That's all. Giants have huge bones and muscles to move fast enough. Discount or free to previous players? Yeah, I think it would cost $60, guys. I think it would cost $60, and I think it should cost $60 if we're gonna get real change to come in. If it's free for everybody who already owns the game, they're not gonna be able to make enough money to fund changing it. I don't think. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Personally, they could resell it to me for the original $120 I spent on the collector's edition for a base game, and I'd be fine with that as long as my list of things got checked off in the process. I just want to make sure that if Guild Wars 2.5 is a thing, it needs to be significant. It can't just be like, oh, you know how from time to time we change a couple of things? Well, we did that like 20 times. And so here it is. Because then, yeah, it might as well be free, but they also might as well not invest the time. And we'll already get those kinds of changes over time anyhow. But since like we're at a point where we might get some Living World season 5 here in a month or two. They said that that is the focus, but they also said that it might not necessarily mean a new map anymore. So I don't know if that's because they want to focus on Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 3 or Guild Wars 2.5, or if they're still working on one of the projects that might have been mostly finished. I'm not sure what that means. So can vary based on the expansions you have. I mean, what I'm saying is I think they should resell the main game, because I don't think the expansions need a ton of stuff reworked. I think that those could be dealt with a couple of patches. I think it's core Tyria that needs the 2.5 personally. Mostly. I'm not saying there's not a thing I wouldn't change in Heart of Thorns, for instance. Just as like a random example. Delete Pocket Raptors. Yeah, that's right. Fight them so I can commune. I don't even need this. Well, I guess it does give you XP. Here's me remembering that hero challenges give you XP, because like after you're 80, you don't even think about that anymore, do you? I think after the stream, I'm going to watch Chilling with Bob Ross for the entire night. Do it. Do it. That's the way to do it. That guy just relaxes me, man. And I know that's, you know... Oh, yeah? Does he? Like, of course he does. He's Bob Ross, but it's worth saying. Like, if I ever can't fall asleep, I think he's still on Netflix, right? That's what you're talking about. And I think that's what I typically watch. Oh, drums. I love drums. First instrument I wanted to learn. That was actually the instrument that I started to learn, but the music teacher that I had for band, I only did it for like a year. Like I was practicing, but I wasn't learning fast enough for him. So he just like kind of freaked out on me one day, and that was the last day I played drums. But now, you know, I'm older, I'm wiser. I got a drum set down in the basement. Probably gonna learn drums. I'm always like beating on stuff anyway. Not like that. I'm, you know, I'm like doing beats, making beats, we'll say. You gotta be careful with the word beat these days. Oh my goodness! And there it is! Level 80, you guys. We've done it! We made it! Holy crap. You're gonna have to change the message of the day. I'm no longer a low-level engineer. You can change it to low-skill engineer. Popitate has officially ascended to greatness. Let's look at the gear, shall we? Let's see what we got. We got not even accessories. 47, 20, 60, 1 power. I've had this 1 power back piece the whole time. Let's see, 65, 60, 72, 72, 70. I mean, you really don't need gear in this game at all. Really don't. You really don't. But also, I mean, definitely stream when you play, free to play, and, you know, bring people with you. So I'm going to switch to my main account, and I guess we're going to play some Fractals for a bit, which I'm pumped about. Oh, I just straight exited out of the whole game. Well. Give me a sec. Can you guys hear password? Hope I can remember it. There it is. All right. I don't know what you guys want to play. I got like 2 classes with AR right now, so I'll play whatever. Unless you want to play lower ones. I don't know if any of you guys are new to Fractals. We can carry hard and help you get through some. Congrats on 3 years with your girlfriend. Yeah, thank you. I thought somebody might do that. Yeah, drums are really fun to play. I mostly just need some exercise, but yeah, I mean, I'm just I've always been like trying to replicate beats and stuff. You know how much energy it would take to move something that big? Not even Bitcoin. Look up the Venus Project and the Zeitgeist movement have been advocating for years. Resource-based economy is going to replace the currency or the current system to sustain. Yeah, I mean, our money has no value. You're correct. We don't have to go into the weird conspiracy YouTube videos I watch all the time. Once we hit 80, I think I'll go to bed. All right. Well, hey, man. I don't know if you're going to bed, but there's that. Scrolled all weird. Congrats on 3 years. Comments been 11 with mine. When you're dating, 10 years married. But you still deserve a congrats on 3 years. Yeah, 3 years is actually the longest it's ever been for me, so I'm super excited. Started learning piano. I do mess around with piano roll in FL Studios, but that's not really the same thing. You guys hurting single people's feelings? Don't even feel bad. I used to get so messed up over not being with somebody or things not working out. Just work on yourself. Work on yourself, man. That's all you can do. Like, I was half a person trying to make someone else happy. That was my mistake. But let's not get that real. My only 3 issues with Guild Wars 2 is that there will never be any new races due to the lack of money for staff to go back and put in new races and old content, the lack of guild support and activities, and World vs. World is such a piss-poor state, all suck. Yeah, those are some of the things that I'm upset about. Probably not the races as much, although I would very desperately, like, I would do some pretty filthy things to ArenaNet Dev if they could promise me some Tengu. So that's also a thing. I'm getting weirder as these streams go on. Oh no. Nothing wrong with me playing an MMO as a single player, and you should be able to play 50 to 60% of the content as a single player, but Guild Wars 2 has far too group content. Yes, far too little. Stream is still on. Yes, it is. Rats on 80. I changed the low-level engineer to Papa Tate. Great. Knight and crew, congratulations. Captain, thanks for playing. I do that all the time. Had to get used to F12. Yeah, I should know, because I think it's the same as Guild Wars 1. I'm just dumb. Mystified and amazed. Kudos, even. Good job hitting 80. I'm new to Fractals. Houston, we got problems. And girlfriend is hardcore. Yeah, she seems to still be into me for some reason. Let's see here. Probably just play Rev. Papa Tate talking dirty. Yeah, I do that. And oh boy, let me tell you. I'm the most vanilla lover you'll ever, again, probably saying too much there. Anyway, let's get in the party. If anybody wants to play, oh my god, you guys, oh, yes. Oh, I know I can just use a waypoint, but I'm actually just gonna, here, ooh, I tell you what, is it Sanic? Oh yeah, it is Sanic. It's just, oh, come on, give me the boost, Yeah. That feels right. Gotta drift into walls, guys. That's the real end game in this game. I wanted to delete one of my level 80s. Which one did you suggest? Guardian or Elementalist? I want to create a Rev or Thief. Suggest one for me, please. I can't decide. You're already saying Ellie? Ellie is, like, kind of more complicated, so I don't know if that's, like, your bread and butter. If you like, you know, Engineer and Ellie, it's just, like, spamming buttons, so if that's, like, that's what you want, then keep that, but I personally really like Revenant. Haven't played Herald, but I do really like Renegade so far. Dark Wolf, if you're new to Fractals, we can start right at the beginning. Not really worried about that. Looks like we're going in. You and Wooden Potatoes both love your Tengu. Well, I just really liked them in factions, man. They're birds. Like, isn't that cool? I don't know. Like, we're Kodan. Kodan would be great. Real talk, Quaggin. Because then they don't have to add armor skins, right? It's just a Quaggin. Your armor is all hidden. Who cares at that point? I'd honestly be happy with Tengu, Kodan, and Quaggin being added as playable races. Are we just going, guys? Jeez. All right. Guess we're going. So damn movement based 24/7 might as well replace with another Thief. I also like Thief Daredevil. If you are into mobility, that's like fun. You're getting used to and comfortable with Papa Tat. It's more fun. No, I mean, you guys will still make me uncomfortable. Don't worry about that. That's pretty much a thing. You would play the Choya, really? Like they're just quaggins again. That's all they are. They're just like little evil. Okay, I get it. Now I get it. I'm thinking about it. I'm talking. But like guys, what about these guys? Look at this. Look, and then right here, I got pink ones too. You know, look at that. But also, oh, what am I? We're trying to play a fractal, and I'm like, look at my stuffed animals. I just like that the Choya stuffed animal has little butt cheeks. Big fan of that. Oh man. So there's only 3 of us, guys.
Give my creation life.
I think, what are we on, 5? This isn't gonna be bad. So we just need to split up. We just need to split up and we'll be fine.
I feel furious.
I'll just stay over here. Just die, please. Thank you. Well, we don't want to fight. I mean, these things are just going to respawn. Especially the Moss Man. He's just going to keep coming back. And we could try to take him out, but honestly, your best bet in this is just to, like, run.
Bring the thunder.
Did someone pick up one of the things? Holy crap. Okie doke. How much time do we have on 5? 50 seconds? I might be able to do this. Oh. I wasn't here, guys. I wasn't here. I wasn't ready. Start. Okay. Give me my dodge, please. I don't know if we're gonna do it, guys. I don't know if we're gonna do it. Taking everybody with me. Oh, we got this. We got it. Clutch. There we go. Sorry, I didn't know we started. Ooh.
Arise, my creation.
Arise, my creation. I mean, we could throw this open to other people unless you guys are just trying to 3-man to show off how delicious our damage is. I mean, that's also a thing we could do. All right, let's get the bow. Oh, he left.
I feel furious.
This Moss Man we have to deal with. I got no foods or anything. I mean, I guess it's only 5 still.
That's valuable.
I only need pots for this anyway. Feeling a little weird on the Revenant. It's been a minute. This is the guy I'll cart around in videos, but truly I've been playing some Warrior lately. So don't need that. Yeah. Ooh. Get over here, dude. Alright. Now we gotta kill his homies. Yeah, I'm not trying to play the script race, just saying. Can we get some guys? Thank you.
Ready for more.
Some might. Enjoy your might.
That shape here.
I always double tap that and waste a bunch of energy. I gotta stop doing that. Gotta stand in the circles and fight his guys. Till we fill that white bar. Now we can fight him again. For another 25.
somehow.
Watch all those telegraphs. Oh, God.
You can't keep a good man down.
See? Double tapped it again.
I need help.
We might wipe here, but I'm going to try and keep you guys up. I don't think I can solo him, so. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Go, 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 go. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, I'm going to die. My turn. Sorry, Wombo. Man, this turned into a clown fiesta now. Oh, I got my my buff. All right, I'm gonna pull. I was gonna say I'll pull him away. Well, that's a wipe. First of all, we should probably have 2 other people. Since it seems like
I'm fading.
we're learning a little bit here, so maybe we should grab some more dudes. Yeah, you just wanna keep them in the green stuff. The green stuff moves, and then when he turns white again, oh, we can go back, I guess. Okay, whatever you guys want to do. Calm down, Peachy. We know you got the toys. I don't know what that's about. Buy extra charge slot. It's only 800 gems. Night. It's your fractals 1 through 15. No AR gives you AR, gives you loot. I mean, we can get people through a little bit. Extra character slot. Okay, I thought that's what you meant. Now is that time. Don't have enough gold for that. Main issue is I still can decide which class I'll main. Yeah, that's mine too. I just play like all of them for a little bit, and I never really excel more than, I mean, I do okay. I'm not best. I'm not best in. He's in. I'm in EU. Thank you. By the way, you said you wanted to do raids. I bet you could put a raid group easy with your fans. Yeah, I'm thinking that might actually be a thing. I might try to do like a calling all subscribers kind of thing. Don't suggest deleting either Ellie or Guardians. It's super useful. That's also true. It just depends on if you're enjoying playing Ellie and if you think you can get to the level where you'll be able to like support or, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, no worries. No worries. You click all the things you want, man. I'm just here to have fun. I have a level 23 Engi. Your lowest. Need at least 3 or 4 low levels. New people. Fractals. I mean, work. And I am now officially come back up with Chan. Snowcrow, a super useful raid build website. Yes, it is. You're 100% correct. I'm going to extend this. What are we playing? 5? Swampland? Is this one of the... I didn't even look at any of this. The little prompt popped up and I was like, cool, Fractals. I mean, Swampland's not terrible. Do you guys necessarily want to play Swampland? Because I think Volcanic might be easier to start off with until at least the end boss. Uncategorized is a jumping puzzle. Snowblind can be a little irritating. Urban Battleground is also not terrible for like learning on. Underground Facility would be okay. Do Molten Boss. See, my favorite is Cliffside, but I don't know that you guys are going to want to do that. Why don't we do Urban Battleground first? Why don't we do that, and then... Well, actually... See, if we're going to get a party together, we got to play something... Dang. There are not great Fractals today. Let's see who we can get for Urban. Unless any of you guys out there want to join in, feel free. But, 4. I'm trying to search instead of group. For fun. Sometimes this works. Sometimes this will get people in on things that aren't dailies. Or for fun. There, boom. Let me get rid of Yeah, if you're trying to do raid, Snow Crows is good. I wouldn't really
Nothing to see
consider
here.
it gospel
Move along.
because those guys are just standing in place, burning a golem. That's not really what gameplay in Guild Wars 2 is, so you might not want to take it verbatim, but the gist of what you can do to do higher damage, or if you're playing like a support, you're gonna get that there. They have some really good videos showing how all that works. I don't have to make those, right? You guys don't want build videos. Okay, good. Stay for the stream. People will join. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, I got a handful of people who are definitely into my channel and, you know, stuff like this, which isn't really a guide. So I'm just not sure I can get 10 people who are gonna regularly play. Ideally, I would make a guild, or we would just consider this guild that guild. But how do you start this junk? Well, I was trying to wait for one more.
That's valuable.
To start a fractal, you just you can choose it from the scale selector over there, or when you walk into the portal at Lion's Arch, it'll pop up with the same thing. And then to ready up, you just walk into this thing, the thing in the center here, and then it gives everybody the ready up. Maybe 4 of us will be enough. I mean, it's just start. We'll be fine. Now that you're there, start with the back piece. I mean, I've played all the fractals, I just haven't farmed the back piece. I love fractals. But yeah, what I was saying is, maybe what we could do is we could make the guild and the streams into dungeon fractal and raid only content. Ooh, I like that. That would make me a happy boy. Yeah. Alright, so at the beginning of this one, there's a ton of guys. Just come over here, though. And, well, I got some range. I might be able to do this. You don't have to stand and fight, necessarily. I mean, we can take it slow and fight if you guys want, but the typical run on this is to watch out for all this nonsense. I'm probably going to get pooed on. And just try to take these out real quick, because they're going to hold us back the most. I mean, you just get pooted on, though. Because there's so many arrow carts. Sorry, guys. Maybe not run the pro strats. Maybe we'll just, we'll just go through it normally. Well, I came to die with you, I guess. Because these arrow carts, though. Also, yes, you are turned into a char for this one. I'm gonna try and get as many of these down before I inevitably get bursted on. But there we go. There we go. Big damage. Big damage. Get out. And we just need to take on this character named Dolphy, guys. You guys familiar with Dolphy? Some might. We can burn her. Maybe. And then break the door. We should be able to res you guys here in a second. Tell them to go and watch your Fractal introduction videos. Yeah, not a lot of people watched those, unfortunately, so I'm guessing a lot... I just kind of figured a lot of players already knew the gist of it. You know, I suppose it's probably best if we don't res and we just get out of combat, right? Probably best. But, I mean... these arrow cards aren't doing a ton of damage to us now that the gate's open for whatever reason, so. Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of combat, and then you guys should be able to res. Don't fight! Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna come back and res you because we're in combat again. Actually, I'm gonna get you because you're closer and you can help finish this off. Oh, no. Oh, I thought he brought a bunch of dudes over here. I was like, dude, no, please. CCs. We decide what we're gonna do for the Friday night stream thing today. Yeah. Yep, we do. I'd be down to do fractal runs, help people get through fractals if you want to experience them, if you haven't, or just, like, I would like to play the CMs because I've never been able to do that. And it's not something we have to start off with, but, oh, is it because I was in combat? Yeah, if you got the mastery, grab those. They'll res you up when you die. So this is random. What we're looking for is a path not blocked by any of the barricades. We could probably take this one first and see. This might be good. Ooh. Probably should have waited for everybody else. Guys, where you go? Where you go, boys? Come back, please. DC is always your friend. It sure is. Are you done with the Sky Scale collection? If not, how far are you? I'm exactly where I was last time we talked, guys. I am halfway through Troublesome Sky Scales. I've been putting together Saving Sky Scales, which is probably going to be 2 videos on its own. And then, luckily now the patch is through, so you guys only have to wait 2 hours for each part of the collection instead of the full 24 hours. So, yeah. There might be some ballistas we might want to look out for. I think there's one behind us, so we're... But yeah, all these paths are random every time you play this fractal. All you're doing is you're trying to find the one path that'll let you into the central courtyard without these barricades. Because it's not like barricades in the open world where you can just DPS them down. For some reason, these ones, they're impervious to your damages. Yeah, get that ballista cart. Because those guys... They don't even, like, they just knock you down. It sucks. There we go, guys. We're getting it. We're getting it. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, no, 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 no. You didn't. All right. We're good. We're good. We're going to need to hook through here, and hopefully, yes. So what you're looking for is a gate. There's a burning oil pot on top. You can attack it. It's not completely necessary, because once we burn through these guys, we can just walk on through. As I'm playing, I'm realizing this one has a little bit of a strat too, but I mean, we can get around that. We don't necessarily have to do it. So what you typically do is you find one of these white statues over here, and everybody just balls up on the statue. Stacking, right? Fun, brilliant gameplay. And then you just, like, piss a guy off, and then you wait over here. And we just try not to get destroyed by all the arrow carts, because there's kind of a lot of them. Forgot what half my skill effects sound like on Rev. I'm like, what made that noise? It's me. Alright, so we want to grab some more guys. Don't go too deep, guys. You're gonna be taking constant damage from those arrow carts and ballistas. You want to thin out the herd, and then we could probably just smash everything, to be honest, but we're getting there. I think we can start venturing out a little bit. There's still a lot of arrow carts, but there's not a lot of incoming damage. And I can start trying to burst those down, honestly. What is happening? These ballistas. My gosh. Oh, ho, 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 I love this. This is fun. Yeah, we want to get rid of these real quick because we got this next part coming up. Shaman's gonna come up here, break this statue down, and start wielding a big old fireball.
Flame and
And then we'll take waves from each side. If you burn them too fast, you'll end up with a second wave, but I don't know if that'll be an issue for us or not necessarily. We'll see. Maybe we're too efficient. Nope, not yet. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, my inventory looks about the same. I always feel bad when I make videos. I'm trying to tell you guys like, oh yeah, this item, and there's like 100 things in my inventory. Oh yeah, I know you stack and raids too. I'm not a big fan of the stack mechanic. That's all. I mean, it's not even a mechanic as much as it's like it became a mechanic, I guess, because of the way that damage works. But that's what it was in dungeons as well. But honestly, like, when you think about the layout of this room, like, what else are you supposed to do other than try to pull them behind a statue, or at least pull them out of the red circle in the center? And at that point, you're probably going to be, maybe not stacked up identically, like all in one spot, but you're going to be trying to get together and do big damage. Is this the one that yeah, I think this is the one that the fireball will take care of. You don't even have to fight him. Maybe. Nope, not this one. Next one. Yes? No? Maybe so. Oh, no. There it was. And then now we gotta fight a turd. Look at this guy. So he has a steward who will come out and buff him. We need to take that steward out, probably. He's gonna switch between his sword and his staff as well. Or it's level 4, so we're just gonna murder him. Either way. Be the squire, that's what it was. Steward, what did I say? Overworld, Fractals, pretty good in every aspect. Fractals PvP in Overworld, yeah. Kill chickens for the achievement. I've got almost all the Fractal, well, at least the ones that were linked to mastery points. I didn't go for all the achievements. I think I'm like one dead Asura away from the Nightmare Fractal. Wow, well, that's all you guys. Oh man, I wasn't paying attention. I was reading chat. Sorry. Here, I'll save you some time. Poop. Guess I'm not gonna get loot. You guys are probably all okay before I get there. No. I don't think I auto-looted because I was dead. Oh well. I mean, play this fractal. Maybe. Unless you guys are trolling me. Don't troll me. I'm right here. Ooh. There we go. Thank you. You must have heard me by the time I got here. Some of this stuff. And I really need to go back through all of my my inventories on every character. Let me see. I just cannot pug any tier 4 fractals. Just not worth my blood pressure. Yeah, sometimes it's upsetting. Sometimes I'm upsetting because I'm not as good as I want to be. So it's a little column A, a little column B. Depends on what I'm playing. Well, use stack and raise 2. Yes, I saw that. Guild War 2 success in any aspect. Somehow I got all jubileed. Papa Tate. Hand in the bad. Hi, Gaia Demon. Hi. All right, let's change this to something else. 4 to 5 players, yes. 5 player, 5-player dungeon. What's another decent one we could do? Let's do volcanic. That should be nice and easy. Yeah, we're gonna get people that are gonna leave depending on which ones we pick up, but not too bad for the last stream I'm ever gonna do, guys. This is great. You can skip the cutscene. The Grawl are gonna come in on us after making some fantastic sounds. The champion's gonna run off. Don't worry about him. We're gonna fight him several times, actually. So we're just gonna fight different groups of Grawl Shaman until the white bar in the top right of the corner is full. Top right of the corner, is that what I said? Jeez. This is why it takes me so long to make videos, guys. I can't really say sentences correctly, so I gotta repeat myself. So much of the video making process is me like, and then you go, and then you go over, and then you go over here and you go down here and you do this. Like, what do you think of Path of Fire being made more of, like putting the events on a schedule? I personally think that you should be able to do whatever you want in this game infinitely, forever, for whatever rewards. I'm not crazy about that necessarily. I think there's a part 2 of that change, like if all events are going to be on a timer the same way world bosses are, rather than having them all have like daily loot or something, they could just rework the daily system to be like, do so many of these kinds of tasks, and ideally you'd be able to pick your own rewards. You just be like, cool, I want vials of blood for berserker gear, and then it'll be like, all right, here's a huge list of things you can do, pick whichever things you want to do. Or maybe it rotates because it's a daily, right? Because otherwise people are just going to do whatever's easiest. But all right, no mesmers, right? All right, so you don't want to stand in the fire that these things leave, because that's gonna burn you. You also don't want to get hit by them. They do move a little. No, we got swiftness. I was gonna say they usually move a little bit faster than you. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting this is level 1 fractal. It's not even that bad. I'm like trying to prepare you guys for the trials and tribulations, but there really aren't any. Not here, not yet. First 20 fractals are pretty good to you for the most part. I think it's very cool of you taking newbies into fractals. Dude, I mean, this could be the stream, honestly. Just showing people, like, fractals. And then when someone shows me raids, then I could do that, too. That would be... Oh. Alright, so we got some captives. You see these Grawl Shamans spawning behind us? They're going to keep spawning. We need to take them out. But they're going to kill the captives. If you, the captives die, you don't get the bonus chest at the end. You want the bonus chest. Also, these red circles, don't stand in them, but the infused stone that lands, pick it up, and see how the Grawl Shaman, the main Grawl Shaman we're fighting, is in, like, a boulder. You want to hit him a few times with those infused stones. You hit him with the infused stones, it breaks his barrier, we can damage him for a bit, and then he's going to re-barrier. We'll have to hit him again with another stone, but we can get there when we get there. I think fractals are probably my favorite thing so far, but I think that's only because I haven't really played raids. When I say really, I mean I haven't. I just haven't. I went in there as a solo squad the other day just to check it out for a little footage, but also just to like see how far I could get. You can't. There's no getting far. I got like one shot by the first mob. Oh, it's rough. Oh, guess the target would help. You guys got the boulders? I figure I'll let you guys try to do that stuff, because there is a little, it's kind of tricky to hit them with that infused, whatever they call them, infused stones. Is that just what they call them? Yeah. You gotta stand like the perfect distance away, otherwise it'll be like too short or too far. Let's see if I got it. Boom. Couple more. Oh, we got it. Cool. Let's try to pull him down if we can, see if he'll come for us. We can get him down off of that platform, or he'll just burn me. Cool. That's where we want him. Right there. I need to get yellow mouse. I can never find my freaking mouse when I'm doing stuff like this. Not bad for 4 people. I mean, it's the first fractal, but hey. Oh. Please. Oh, we need another stone, Just one. Cool. Oh, you had one too, great. Sorry, I didn't see you there. got some health, but outside of that, he's not too bad. There's that bonus chest. Also, we don't finish him here. He's actually the boss at the end. So from here,
Swift and steady.
it's pseudo jumping puzzly. Pseudo. We can run past these enemies, and it's like kind of a jumping puzzle. I'll try to tell you. I know there's a bit of delay on the stream, so you just want to head down here. Make sure everybody's here. I don't know who all hasn't done this yet, so sorry if I'm over explaining this to anybody. And then through here, immediately take a right. Or, you know, you do that as well. I just think this is the safer path. And then on the last stretch, before you get in there, don't fall through the hole and into the lava. Hopefully you can hear it. Because, oh, maybe. Grab that. Already got it. Ooh. Okay. So, once we're on the ground, okay, we're on the ground. Once you're on the ground, keep moving, or you're going to take continued fire damage.
Swift and steady.
And you're probably just going to take fire damage anyway. So the idea here is to keep him, again, away from these captors. He will consume them and gain their life as health, and make this fight longer than it has to be. And he will sometimes put that barrier around him again. We just need to hit him like 24 times or something. I can't remember. There it is. It's like 40 times. So just hit him with your fastest hitting abilities. Try and knock that down. We're at 10, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say. Got all sorts of damages on me. DC. Alright, try and hit him as many times as we can. 30. 20. And there we go. Oh my god. Oh, I got poodled on. Alright. Halfway. Resing's hard here because of the fire. See him? There we go. There we go. Lava elementals are nice for the res. Try and hit them as much as you can, guys. Oh boy. Alright. 15, 10. And luckily he's going to like the really far away one, so no worries.
Ready for more.
Oh man, why did I go into all that fire for the res? That might be a wipe right there. See, the only place we really needed the 5 people was like here. It's all good, it's all good. No worries, Wombo. Taking too much fire damage. What I should do is, if I'm gonna help people out, I should probably just like play like heal necro or druid. Druid. Do I want to play druid? Big damage. Come on, 4%, 3%, 2%, and come on. There it is. All right, now we can. We don't have the fire's gone. We can rest. Hooray. Whew. Raids aren't as forgiving as Fractals. Yeah, that's my main concern, is like getting to the skill level necessary for that. They're not all that hard either. You just need to get used to the mechanics. Exactly. Raids are fun because you can pug the first wing. Common, in all seriousness, people still ran them even 1.8 years ago. That's a very specific amount of time. Oh, you did. Oh, people did then, because I got you. Rakeem, hey, what's up? Pugging raids, really not ideal, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Ideally, it would be like us, and even if we just failed all night, I would prefer that to, you know, getting carried or whatever. I don't know. The man, that's right. Oh yeah, I need to play raids, guys. I'm sorry. Pug Wars, ew, yeah. I like that. We should get a shirt made for that too, right? Oh, I agree. To see the first raid, no. He can see that in a capable pug raids. Probably not first raids. Okay, I mean, I could pug them. I'm just saying, like, ultimately, I'd like to do it the same way. I don't know that I originally did dungeons, where I play with a little group of people, but yeah, I just kind of not had time anyway to like really sink into the game. 90% of pugs don't know how to cannon with Sabbatha. I know some of the mechanics. Kate on full concentration mode. Yeah, sorry. Even though it's 250 LI squad. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the requirements either. I guess I'll just copy paste it. Full savior mode. Yeah, except for I started going down. LI means nothing. Not really. I mean, you could pay for that. You could join trading Discord state. I did join training Discords. I just kind of, once I started the channel, it's kind of like what we're getting at now, is like, I just thought, you know, what'd be cool is if like I just could play with a similar group of people, and we just figure it out. And if we really get hung up on something, we could look at a guide or something. But I know that I make guides. That doesn't necessarily mean that I like looking at guides until I've failed thoroughly myself, right? That's kind of the deal. How I started out. Yeah, and maybe that's the best, right? Like, maybe I should get myself to a point where I could play raids before we all start trying to do it together, but I don't know. We'll see. It's seeming like, I don't know. I really like the idea of going forward with these streams, doing like dungeons, fractals, and raids. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'd also be down to do world versus world. I just know that that's going to be a lot harder with everybody being on different servers. Also, we could do PvP, but I don't know. Last time I did PvP, there were a few people that were not really interested. So I was having fun, but I want us all to have fun. Raid trainings are super cool. But you're EU, so yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe that's what I should do, right? Maybe that's the ultimate end game for the free-to-play account. I buy Path of Fire and Heart of Thorns. I delete my character so I can get... I think you can get a still... Can anyone confirm that you can still swap for free if you delete all your characters? Is that still a thing? Because I only have one character on the free-to-play account, and I know that that sucks that I would be deleting the character we just played, but it would give me the free swap, and then I could swap to EU and have an EU and an NA account for streams going forward. Yeah? I don't know, just something I'm throwing out there. Regardless, it is about 3 o'clock, so I'm going to wrap this up. I do want to try and get the most recent Q&A video done tonight, so we shall see how that goes. Hopefully I can get it out tonight into tomorrow, or tomorrow into Sunday. That's what I'm shooting. So, but yeah, thanks to everybody who came out for the stream. I had a ton of fun. It's the last one we're ever doing because you guys won't stop being lewd jerks in the chat. So, I hope you enjoyed it, because it's next Friday. You're going to be wondering what to do. 10 a.m. here? Yeah, see, exactly. Sounds juicy. Can't wait for your newer plans. Okay, well. All right, guys. Take her easy. I'll see you next Friday.